force your way to your knees. You can take that lesson that you learned today and share it around and throw it away. But in the end, you're gonna see you're the only one, and this life's just a game until the game stops being fun. Hey man, come on down. They're selling truth on the corner now. Look at them all dressed in white. Said the angels must have came into town last night. Hey man, come on down. They got your fix on the corner downtown. Look at them with their heavy hearts, broke down at the bottom, not knowing where to start. Well, he's broke down, yeah, he's a bad seed. He's all coked out, down in his knees. He took a wrong turn down the wrong street, and he got burned by his family. He says, I'm giving up, he says, I'm giving in. Got the preacher man preach about living in sin. He's got God and the devil fighting for his soul. They got love for a price, and now he's selling it all, singing, hey man, come on down. Singing, hey man, come on down. Singing, hey man, come on down. They're selling truth on the corner now. Look at them all dressed in white. Said the angels must have came into town last night. Hey man, come on down. They got your fix on a corner downtown. Look at them with their heavy hearts, broke down at the bottom, not knowing where to start, singing, hey, 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 come on down, come on down, hey, 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 come on down, come on down. I am a poor, wayfaring stranger while traveling through this world of woe. Yet there's no sickness, no toil, no danger in that bright world to which I go. I'm going there to see my Father. I'm going there, no more to roam. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. I know dark clouds will gather around me. I know my way is rough and steep, yet golden fields lie just before me, where souls redeemed shall ever sleep. I'm going there to see my Father. I'm going there, no more to roam. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. I want to wear a crown of glory when I get home to that good land. I want to shout down Satan's story in concert with the blood-washed band. I'm going there, see my Father. He said he'd meet me when I come home. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. I'm going there going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. I'm only going over home. Candlelights and empty souls quietly behind the doors are bleeding us just for fun. Men of power telling lies with shifty hands and thirsty eyes, and they can smell your fear like blood. Oh, my weary soul, we met your kind before. Set fire to a soul. And oh, sweet providence, come save us from ourselves, from hell and consequence. Feed the rich and kill the poor, turn out the lights and just ignore what's going on outside.
Howdy. Hi. That shouldn't be up here. Nobody sees that. Boop. Hi. Welcome everybody. This is Dark Crossing. This is my first streamed D&D one-shot. I'm a little nervous. But I'm gonna go ahead and undeafen so that the others can be heard. Hopefully nothing wacky's going on. Matt, let's go. Hi guys. Hello. Here we go. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
We are live. If you guys want to introduce yourselves real lickety split.
Should we do it in order that we're on stream? So I guess Kara first.
Yeah.
Well, hello. You guys know and love me. I am Jasper's friendly Halo sidekick, YellowJacketKaraguchi. I know I killed Jasper a lot in our games, so here's hoping he doesn't kill me today. His revenge.
What? I would never. I would never.
And
Let me do this in the best way I know how. Hello, my name is LuciBubz. I'm playing a changeling named Echo, and I'm not sponsored by D&D Beyond, but you know, if you want to, I'm always here.
I'll also take that offer.
I think we all would take that offer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. I do that for allies all the time, and I'm like, yes, D&D Beyond sponsor. I'm basically I can't remember his name right now. Help.
You got this. I believe in you. And then Sheriff.
Oh yeah. So I'm Sheriff. I'm a cowboy streamer along with our good friend Jasper here. I'm playing Casey, the wandering cowboy bard, who sings of his tales from his many lives he lived.
And then Kara. I'm sorry, but if you want to say your character real fast.
Oh yeah, my name is Kingston. He's a southern Hispania boy. Coming up to Abernathy for hopefully to find love of his life that he saw for like a moment, love at first sight, that kind of deal.
Why are you searching for true love?
The heartstrings.
My character is searching for content, so he's a true content creator. He is just
the original content creator.
Yeah,
he's in love with the content.
He's quite the small streamer.
Hey, it's your boy coming at you from Dark Crossing.
He's got like what are the little beholder eye guys? What are those guys called? No. It's like the single eye that they have their minions. That'll like go around. Yeah, little baby one. Anyways, he's got one of those. It's like his streamer set up, so he's like, "Yo, what's going on, everybody? Back on the ranch. Got some drama going down tonight."
Oh my
Is he by the river? Is that why he calls himself a streamer?
We appreciate you, Kara. All right, but I think we should all get into this. I'm nervous, but hey, you know what? We're gonna roll with it.
You got this.
We're gonna roll with it.
We're excited.
All right, let me pull up this first, the background info. All right, so the year is 1800, rather late into the 17th century. The West isn't the same as it is in our time, thanks to the knowledge of magic never being forgotten and the fantastical races actually existing. Though the West has been settled mostly under the United Sovereign States of North America, or the USSNA.
That sounds lit.
The USSNA.
Yeah.
Every country's got a fun little acronym.
That's great.
Now,
I would ask what the others are, but that's secret.
I mean, I could
for
just
later.
shoot them out now. I mean, you guys would know this information. Sure, I'll go on. Break from the introduction info. So, how this is situated is the USSNA has parts of Eastern Canada, except for Quebec. Most of its current like the modern U.S. holdings, except for Southern California and New Mexico. That Southern California and New Mexico is still owned by the Hispania Federación, which is the alternate version of the Spanish Empire at this time. The British Empire, also known as the Empire of the Northern Islands, is currently owning Quebec and portions of the Northern Islands of Canada, while the Parisian democracy still owns the central part, barely holding on to it from the ongoing pressure of the USSNA, the Northern Islands, and the Siberian United Federation, which still owns a major part of Alaska. But we find today the members of our wonderful adventure have all received letters from a woman out on a settled mining town called Dark Crossing, the last town before the Dark Peak Mountains, that are the gateway to the west, also to the lands known as the Gold Coast. The letter is a work offer from a Miss Jackie Dawes, an important figure of the small town of Dark Crossing. And figuring, for whatever reasons that the few members of this group had, they all climbed on the train station in their local towns and made their way on the train line.
Oh, no, I totally would have taken my horse.
Oh, you would have been on a horse? Well, shit.
Well, I mean, I would have been figuring I would have been traveling maybe in the direction anyways. That's why I took the offer.
Fair. Well, the other two are coming from St. Fernando, which is more east compared to Dark Crossing. But they all find themselves now climbing off of the train station, or off the train, entering into the nice train station outside. Hitches for horses with watering troughs so that they can drink up their fill from the hot desert sun. You all would separately find your ways outside of the train station and find a half-orc woman in all black, pale emerald skin, dark curly hair with some streaks of gray, tied up into a bun, sort of. Standing there, looking like she's waiting. No one else is waiting. Everyone else is moving about, going about their time. But she's waiting. Casey, you recognize this woman.
Yes, so as I'm riding up and I see her, I sort of hop off my horse in a hurry and sort of make my way over there as I bow to her and say, "Good to see you again, Miss Dawes. Been a long time."
Casey, it has been a while. It has been a while indeed. And I think as Echo and Kingston find their way outside of the train station, they can hear her voice pick up. I found the other two nice people that have asked for help.
Ah, lovely. It's always good to travel with company, no?
Yes. Yes, it's always good. If you guys want to describe how you look, just so that we can all get a little feel.
Yeah. So Kingston has pretty long, like, very dark blue hair. He's wearing like your standard cowboy hat, but he also has like a red bandana like just around his lower chin. It's not, he could pull it up at any time to like cover his face just in case he doesn't want to breathe in any, sand or whatnot, what have you. Rest of his garb is pretty standard. It's just like leather chaps, blue jeans, good old cowboy boots, etc.
All right, Echo.
Oh man, it's the albino satyr who's wearing a bone mask, and instead of the desperado cap, has kind of a hood on her head, with these larger ear shapes, despite not really having ears in them. A little pair of horns at the top of her head and cloven hooves. She really just looks like she's trying to shield her face from the sun for the most part. She's very nervous in the way that she approaches.
And then Casey.
He's like he's got sort of like a dirty blonde hair that's sort of longer, and he's got part of it braided onto. He's got like a black cowboy hat and a like a fancily designed poncho that he wears over him. But if he was to pull that back, he would be wearing much nicer clothes underneath of it. That's just to protect him from the elements of the desert. And he rides his white horse, Risky, who is ironically a very reliable horse.
Everybody loves reliable horses in this day and age. Horses are going to get you so far, and they cost a fair bit of money.
Jesper.
Yes.
Before we go any further, I want to take a look at Miss Dawes. Does she look familiar?
She regretfully
Does she look like true
does
love?
not.
Does she look like true love?
She does not.
I mean,
Not
I was
to
pretty
you,
I was
champ.
pretty knocked out.
Sorry, bud. She does not look familiar to you.
First sight.
I know.
Echo, she also does not look familiar to you either.
Oh no, not me. I'm being a hype woman.
She waves you two over, and now you're in your own little group. She gestures towards each of you. Kingston, Echo, Casey. Sorry. I've all brought you here on a very important private matter. And she takes a step to the side and gestures down to the straight road. Buildings on each side, wooden, some with maybe a brick or a mud brick kind of support foundation to it. It's a small town. Well, small compared to what city slickers are used to. This town is actually very prosperous and very big thanks to the good old, let me double check the name, the McClellan Mine, if I am reading that correctly. Yep, McClellan Mine. Farm, the McClellan Farm. And then the Dark Mines. Let me pull something up real fast so I can actually read. Because reading, kids, is important.
For those in chat, reading is what? Fundamental.
Thank you, yes. The Dark Mines and McClellan Farm. Those are like the two main sources of production in the town.
Mm-hmm.
So as you all follow Ms. Dawes down the street, she's not saying anything. She just wants to get to her home quickly so that no wandering ears or eyes can catch wind. And as you soon make your way through the street, you find a house in the middle of like a roundabout kind of deal. That goes around the house. And the house is bigger, nicer wood, white painted, dusty on the bottom sides of it. It's in the middle of the town. It's going to be a little dusty. But it's a very nice, well-built house compared to some of the outskirts houses.
Not to cut you off, but do we seem out of place, or are we pretty? Is this pretty like a town that's filled with all sorts of folk?
Town's filled with all sorts of folk.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a fair bit of orcs and half orcs. You got a fair bit of humans. Maybe folks on the shorter side, like Echo, seem a
feel like
little
I
out of
stick out.
place. But there are still, like, some gnomes, maybe a few dwarfs huddling around. Of course, children, you know, they're all short, can't have a 6-foot child.
As
Hey, it
we were
depends.
walking with Miss Dawes, I would like to ask, tu sais Hispanol? Which I'm asking basically, does she speak Hispanic? Hispanic?
She looks over her shoulder, she gives you a smile, and she says, "No, dear." She understands, like, enough to get by, but she can't speak it to save her
So
life.
just like the average day-to-day American. Got it.
Yes, every
A true
mostly
American.
Southern American. They
We
understand
salute.
enough to get by, but can't speak it.
Since we're talking Spanish and French, she knows si and oui.
You all make it up to the house. She opens the door, you know, motions you all in, and it's a very nice, well put together home. Very clearly that she has money, but she's very humble about it. There's like a nice stairway going up to a second floor. The lounge room has like nice chairs and a nice kind of like couch, you know, like how couches were back in the day. But they're not like gold rimmed or anything like that. They're not super fancy. They're just nice for the time. She motions you all into the lounge room. Anything I can get you all to drink before we all get started with business? Anybody? Anything at all?
Cerveza. Some good old cerveza would be nice.
I should have some in the cabinet. Any others? Echo, Cassie?
Oh, I'm good.
He says, I'll just take some cool, clear water.
All right, water, cerveza. And you sure, Echo? Water?
I am very positive. I am not thirsty.
All right, that's all right, dear. And she steps away. And you're looking, and it's very, you know, you're giving the whole, like, room a second look. It's very nice. Cupboards with either fine china or, like, display little knickknacks all throughout. Like, the glass, the drapes are very fine, like linen. Not linen. Silk kind of deal.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say to Miss Dawes, I say, Miss Dawes, it seems these desert winds have blown in your favor in the recent years, have they not?
They always have. You've known me for a long time. You've known that I've always been fortunate.
Ah, good for you.
Sometimes less, but sometimes more. And she steps
Darling,
out.
I think you've earned it anyway.
You flatter me, boy. You flatter me.
Ah, always what I can do.
She steps out. She hands you like a small mug of water and hands Kingston a small mug of what you can assume is cerveza. That fine stuff, you know?
What did she actually pour? Is it beer or not?
You gotta drink it and find out, buddy.
I take a drink.
It's smooth. It's smoother than half of like the smaller town drinks that you're used to, that you know. It's a little bit too highbrow for your tastes, but drink is drink. I mean, come on.
Can I get drunk off this? That's the real question.
It's gonna take a while.
Yeah. I'm only gonna have the one cup.
It's a
I'm not
nice,
gonna get
it's a
seconds or
nice like
thirds.
sipping alcohol. You know, one where you sip and you don't really like get hit with the effects.
I'm not sipping it. I'm just chugging it all down at once.
Well, Ms. Dawes takes a seat, and she has her own like mug of something. You can't tell what it is, but she has something. She takes a decently long sip from it, and kind of like crosses her leg over her other leg, sitting all nice and dainty.
So what's the job you got for us?
About a week ago, my son, for whatever reason, went to our saloon and decided to cause trouble with two strangers, two men that had come in about a month ago, and it ended with the three of them dead, and the whole town in a what's the northern word? Kerfuffle. Now, we seen the men. We knew what they looked like. The deputies had taken them to the church, Crossing Church so that they could be cremated. And the pastor, my favorite friend. I'm gonna flip through my notes. Father Lachlan. He decided to come get me so I could see my son one final time. And as I followed him out to the church, and he opened the door to the crematory, the bodies were gone. All 3. So the task I am giving you all, the most important, is to find my son. Secondary want, really, is to find the other 2. The only people that would know really anything about the incident or the people, it's a small list, would be Father Lachlan himself, having seen the bodies last. Sammy Hills. Usually they play cards with local strangers and swindle them out of money. And Barkeep Swift. As you can tell, the barkeep of our local little saloon here in town.
I say to her, darling, I have never heard a song such as tragic as yours. My heart goes out.
You know how my life is.
We all live with tragedy around here.
You know how it's been, yes. Hell, it wasn't 2 years ago that we lost my dear husband as well, so just all how the wind blows in the west, I guess.
I hope I can turn the tide of the wind then, for you. Of course.
Again, you flatter me, Casey. You flatter me.
I flatter everyone. Don't take it too personally.
I know, dear, and that's gotten you into trouble sometimes.
I can admit.
So, remind me why you picked each of us again? Because all I see is a Charmer Boy and a Pipsqueak.
Who are you calling a pipsqueak?
I've all heard about you, Kingston, your bouncer work out in Abernathy, and your one daring fight before that. Echo, you're a bit of an odd one, but you have wonderful talents that I think could be of use.
I have a very specific set of skills.
It's because you're a special little lady. And she gives you like a little wink. And then, Casey I've known for a long time. I know what he's capable of. I know he's able to smooth talk people into releasing some much needed information.
I can get a story from anybody if I try hard enough.
I asked you all.
Right.
Because I had either heard your stories or knew of you, and I knew that you could do the job. Plus, there's a fair bit of coin behind it, too.
Hopefully we can bring you a happy ending.
I just want an ending in general. She takes another long sip of her mug. Any questions?
Out of character, what's in the mug? I'm just curious.
Roll a perception check. Roll a percepi. First roll of the game. Let's go.
Oh, all right.
What do you call this? A percipi?
Perception. Stop it.
That is a 14.
You catch a glimpse sitting off to the side. You catch a glimpse of it as she, like, tilts it to drink it. It's clear. But that doesn't stop you from assuming if it's water
Or vodka.
or something a little stronger.
See, I just got excited. I was like, man, maybe there's wine. Maybe there's sangria.
Why wasn't I given anything strong? I feel cheated.
Well, I'm saying stronger than water. It could be something. It could be like vodka, but very watered down.
That'd just be waterka at that point.
Listen, some people like vodka.
Vader.
Water.
Congratulations, it's Dutch now, father. Any questions though? Any questions at all?
I think you've given us more info than we really need. What say you, Casey?
Could you tell me much about your son? I didn't get to talk to him very much last time we were acquainted.
Well, of course, he was only about... Shoot, what was he? 15? By the time you last talked to him, now he was a strapping young lad. At 17. 18.
Raising
Okay,
temperature.
Oh, that shouldn't be
Go
working.
Single file line,
Hold on.
everybody
We have random audio.
Oh boy.
I'm coming.
Thank you, Belfie, for the raid. Omega, if we could
Okay,
not
super
do...
games
I
are
meant to
done.
tell you
Come
this and
on.
I forgot, but if we could not
I
do
picked
SO
up the
clips...
sacrificial item.
Did you have the crucifix?
Because I don't have it visually
have
up.
it.
That's on me,
I have
though.
it.
I should have said something.
Yeah, Ben, she feels.
Why did you pick it up?
Maybe let's-
Why did you pick it up?
Emotional damage.
Ah, I need to turn points off. I knew there was something I was forgetting.
We're here to make you remember. It's fine.
Yeah. Hold on. Sorry, I will actually answer your question in like a minute. I just really need to
Oh,
turn
you're
all
good,
of
you're
these
good.
off. Oh my god, there's no like,
My brain was just like, man, is she a wine drinker? Is she a vodka drinker?
there's no like quick
Yeah,
disable.
Oh no, man.
Can't you click on OBS like mute alerts?
Can I?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have stream elements, it has like a little activity feed at the top. You can just click that says
Oh.
mute.
I'm happy you said that because I just finished going down the entire line muting everything. Except
Oh no,
for-
I think for like Twitch redeems it would still go off.
Mm,
I'm not sure.
shutting? It's fine. Essentially the only one that's active now is hydrate, so now the chat can tell us to drink our souls away.
Already doing that. Thanks, though, chat.
There we go. Belfie already said hydrate. Let's go.
Answer Jasper.
She takes a long sip. He helped around the town. He had a very artistic side to him. He didn't drink much like the other boys around his age here. He occasionally did work on McClellan Farm, but not much to really stand out. I don't know. I do not know why he would do such a thing like he did.
That's odd. I knew you would raise a proper young lad, but sometimes in this desert it does not treat everyone so kindly, and we'll get to the bottom of whatever happened.
Yes. That I would appreciate. Any other questions? She looks to Echo and Kingston.
None for me, ma'am. De nada.
Echo just very calmly shakes her head. Little ears on the top of her hood wiggle just a little bit.
Alright, and she like huffs herself up a little bit, pats out her dress a little bit, and then moves over to the door that you guys had come in, pops it open, gestures out to you guys. Well, it's about early afternoon, so you have a fair bit of time left. Again, the tavern or the crossing church. It's your choice. So now it's up to you guys. Which one do you want to go? Crossing Church is to the north of the town, and the saloon is quite literally right across the street.
I guess we go to the saloon first because it'd be closer. What say you?
I have no trouble with going to the saloon. Sounds like a good place to start.
Let me
Echo?
also...
Echo is like very quietly like looking between you like a mom and dad conversation.
By the way, Casey, as we're crossing like the street to go to the saloon.
Yeah,
Miss-
what can I do for you?
Ms. Dawes keeps talking about how you had run into each other. Did you all have something going on between you two?
Hmm.
I felt
I've
a
got
lot of tension in the air.
There's tension in the air with me anywhere. I like to keep it that way. Keeps it fresh, if you know what I'm saying. But no.
Not the kind of tension you think you're talking about, boy.
Wait, what are you implying? Hey, whoa. Are you trying to say that I would... Oh, God. Oh.
That's just
No.
that was just the vibe. That was just the vibes I was picking up. What you were putting down.
I don't... How could you even construe that? That
You
is
say that. You said that like she's an
unfathomable.
ugly woman. She is a very beautiful woman. You're
You
reeling like she's
cheated
like.
on Miss Dawes?
No. No, I love Miss Dawes, but not in any way like that. Don't get it wrong.
Anyways, I opened the door to the saloon.
God.
You see the inside of the saloon. It's a little quieter. People are strolling in slowly. You know, everyone's still working either in the mine or out in the fields with the cattle or in the little bit of farmland that they have. You know, everyone that's in there right now are pretty much regulars around this time. You know, you see groups of like mixed-raced people all sitting down, drinking, talking. You see a gray-furred Harangon, which is a rabbit person for those that do not know, standing behind the counter, just mug in hand. Other hand has like a rag, just cleaning it, spot checking it. Occasionally spits on the side of it and like scrubs it a little bit. He's
Oh, I
older.
like
You can tell that he's been around for a while.
I want to say really quickly, in my head, like as I was asking Casey that question and Echo chimed in, "You're in love." I think that there's an NPC, like bar or like patron inside the bar that's Belfie that's just yelling, "When's the wedding?"
When's the wedding? Causes a little chuckle throughout the little bar.
As we're walking in, you have to understand a traveler like me could never even try and settle down. But it's not in my time. It's not even worth attempting. I just charm anybody I meet.
Are you saying you're a wanderer?
You could put it that way.
You roam around.
Lord, Kari,
Okay.
you're on
Settle
fire
tram,
today.
settle tram.
All
So
right,
you
we
guys-
should talk to the barkeep.
All right, so as you guys step up to the bar and you get a closer look, his gray fur is more of like a white gray around his muzzle. One of his ears, they're laying behind him, like they're flat behind him, but you can tell that one of the ears has like a big old chip out of it, like it had been cut. He's over there, he raises his eyes to you and he just nods. You know, doing that male to male, like you look at someone in the grocery store and you just give like a tiny little nod. Yeah, he gives that.
Oh, no.
Cleaning the mug, sets it down, goes to another one, starts wiping it down. Oh, what could I get you?
Strongest thing you got.
I give him the side eye, like now's not the time.
Oh, it's totally the time. You don't know my subclass. I kind of need it.
He looks.
I take my hand and put it on his shoulder. I'll get you whatever you want after we get the work done.
I have the
Two
money
shot.
right here already.
Two shots. I just imagine like little Echo arms just popping up behind the bar, and being like 2 shots.
Yeah.
Casey just like takes his arm off his shoulder and just puts his hands on his face on the bar table, like it's not even.
Strong drink, 2 shots. And you see him, and he's like very quick about his movements. He like takes a shift over to one side of the bar, reaches underneath, pulls out a bottle, pops it open just with his thumb, pours it into a mug, then like lifts it up to his nose, smells it after he poured half it, shrugs, pours the rest of it in there, and then sets it underneath, slides the mug over to Kingston, grabs 2 little shot glasses, grabs a totally separate like square kind of bottle, like a really nice bottle, pops that open with his thumb, does quick little dashes into those and slides them over to Echo.
I slide one of the shots to Kingston.
Yeah, thanks. You're not half bad.
So, Kingston, what you are drinking is a very, very strong moonshine. Like, this is like some man who's been making moonshine for a very long time finally cracked the best damn recipe you could imagine. Like, this is like some good hooch. This is like good stuff. The shots are whiskey shots.
Yeah.
Look, Casey, you look like you have a fine way of words. I'll leave the talking to you. You can leave the drinking to me. And I reach over and I'm not attempting, but I'm putting my hand on his moonshine, and like slowly bringing it over to me.
Can I
I'm
clink my shot glass?
I'm
with
just
your
like,
moonshine?
rubbing my head, going like my forehead, just going. I might need a drink to deal with this.
Okay. And I
I'll
take
slide
hands
you
off.
my shot.
I'll take it.
Oh no, I was saying I'm sliding
Oh.
that whiskey shot to Casey.
Oh, okay.
He looks at it and just he like picks it up and goes. It like just takes a deep breath and closes his eyes. And it's just like I gotta get through this, man.
It's good whiskey.
Gotta stay focused,
If that makes it any better, it's really good whiskey.
brothers. We must stay focused.
I feel like Echo is just like very innocently like poking her index fingers together, like, I fucking did that.
So he's just over there, just cleaning his glass, just waiting on you guys to either ask for another drink or I don't know, ask something. He's just here to work. He's just doing his job.
He said, "I'm gonna say, can I assume you're the Mr. Swift?
Barkeep Swift. Everyone calls me Swift.
Good to make acquaintances with you. You know, I'm a wandering traveler. I like to get the stories of the places I've been. Is anything interesting been going on around here lately?
You know, Miss Dawes already talked to me about this, right? So I'm assuming.
Well,
it's
look,
smooth
I was
for
trying
me
to
that she
play it a
said
little
before.
smooth. Yeah, we would be.
What's there to play smooth? Everybody knows in town that the boy got shot and the two other men got killed.
Well, I was trying to keep casual, if nothing else.
Dawes does not play any shit. Or not Dawes. Swift does not play any shits. He's just here to do what he has to do.
Did it happen inside the saloon?
Yep. And he juts his head over to the side, over near like a table off in the corner. Dawes boy came in, angry then pissed, smelled like piss, pistol in hand. Walked over to the table, started shouting. The other men waved him off, but he just kept shouting. The shouting grew and grew and grew. And well, when those boys stood up, the Dawes boy shot. Killed one man first shot. Second man pulled out his pistol, shot. And then I threw a knife at him. Got him in the throat. Man starts shooting in my bar. Well, I gotta protect my patrons. And you see on the little counter behind him, because he's got like counters with like bottles into the wall,
is there
like
a
cabinets. There is on the counter what looks to be a butcher knife.
Ooh.
And then beside that, 6 little like Eastern European kind of like throwing knives.
So he's the guy that brings the knife to the gunfight and wins.
Swift does not fuck around.
Oh, that's why his name is Swift!
She figured it out.
And here I was
Code.
thinking it was because of the rabbit.
Well, it's both.
Yeah.
It's like poetry. It rhymes.
Yo.
Sorry, I'm so excited. I'm like, oh my god. I'm impressed.
All right. I said, so that's the full story, huh? I mean, not that you would lie to me. I'm just trying to figure out what's all going on here, because there's got to be something deeper than this.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure
I
we
couldn't
could
pick
like,
up on any of the
verify.
yelling. And he's thinking for a minute. Oh yeah, Deputy Charlie and Deputy Ellis. They came in like an hour later after a patron went and got him, and they cleaned up the mess, took the bodies out, took them over to the Crossing Church.
Now these boys that shot Miss Dawes' kid, where did they? Are they regulars in town, or they come in from out of town, or?
They came in probably about a month ago, maybe. I don't know. Most newcomers, Sammy Hills, and he juts his head over to a table, and you see at a table just looking at some cards, tossing them out, messing with cards. Like, is a small teal, like dull teal tiefling, kind of in like working clothes, hat low, but you can tell that they have short black hair underneath, and then smaller like white horns coming out of the front, and they're just over there like fiddling with cards. Sammy would know more. Sammy's played cards with them occasionally, and because Sammy plays cards with all the newbies, try to swindle them out of money. And beyond that, I think they worked at McClellan Farm, but that's where most out-of-towners end up working for a little bit.
I say, why don't you pour me a glass anyways? I'm gonna go talk to this guy.
Alright, so while you walk over to where the small tiefling is, what are you other two gonna be doing? As Swift is pouring a drink into a mug and just leaving it where he was standing.
No, I take that with me.
Oh, okay, never mind. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm down to play cards. Casey could just get all the info. I just want to play.
I'm
sure-
also down to play cards.
This is technically my vacation from my job.
This is my vacation. Hold on.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna sit down over there, on the on the other side of the table from him, with my drink, and I say, so you would be the Sammy I've heard many things about.
They look up at you, their eyes kind of a pale gold. Yeah? What do you want? You want
Deal
to
me
play
a
cards?
hand.
I see you play a lot. You think I'd be down for a round. I think my buddies here too would be interested in that.
Alright,
Is
they
there
jut
like a
their head.
corner that I can walk around?
What do you mean a corner? Like you're gonna walk circles in the corner, or you're just gonna like hang out in the corner?
Oh no, like I'm gonna duck behind a corner and walk out and be a drow man.
Oh, you're gonna leave, come back as a different person.
There's a
Yeah.
little back door. But I think Swift's gonna notice if you head out the back door.
Well, it's fine.
So you walk out the back door and then what? Come back in the front door as a drow gentleman?
Yeah.
Okay. So the other party doesn't know where you went unless you... Hold on, actually roll a stealth. I want to see if they see. Roll a stealth.
I am quite perceptive.
I want to
I'd be
see
too-
this.
I'd be too excited to play cards while I drink, so I'm just gonna say it's my passive, which is 12.
That's a 16.
Ooh.
I don't see it.
You know who
16,
does
I
see it
think.
though? Casey does with his
I have-
passive
yeah.
perception.
Oh yeah.
What is this? What are these passives? Jesus.
Well, I literally took the observant feat, so
Fair.
like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
Also,
yeah.
you are a bard, so you get like.
yeah, no, like specifically my character takes note of things because they need to tell the stories later.
Yeah.
You
So your
very much.
passive is at least like 20.
You
No, it's
very
18,
much
but yeah.
see.
Oh, I got
Echo.
ready.
You very
Okay.
much see Echo like look around, quickly pop open the door, and then like slide out real fast. You see, and then you also see Swift like look over at the door, see Echo do that, just shrug and go back to cleaning a mug. And you see a drow gentleman walk into the bar. Sammy looks at the two of you. What? Okay, fine, fuck it. Starts passing out cards. All right.
Does the drow gentleman come up to play cards also?
Absolutely.
Well, howdy, partner.
How's it going?
You in
Going
too?
well enough.
Do me in, sir.
You see Sammy look down at the cards, stop as you say sir, and then slowly raise their head. What? Sammy did not like being called sir.
Oh. You didn't ask for the pronouns. I'm sorry. What are your pronouns there, partner?
Sir, may I inquire what your pronouns are?
In the Wild West, it's important to ask pronouns.
Never assume a partner's gender.
I didn't know this was gonna happen today.
They look
You always
up
have to
at
be
you.
prepared, Lucy.
They look up at you two. Looks the Drow straight in the face. And says, none. And then starts passing out cards like real fast, like super fast. Like now that they are mad, they're like, they're not playing around anymore.
I hope this man
Can I
takes my
can I
money.
roll a perception check to see if this guy's like being a little fishy with how he's dealing?
Yeah,
Sure.
I was wondering if he was gonna use the
Ooh,
cheating
that's,
method.
Smart.
Yeah. Also roll perception.
That is.
I feel
So
like
that's
we're
a
all
16.
rolling perception.
That's all.
I mean, we were all told that this guy is known to be sketchy.
Yeah.
Bold of you
Just
to
kidding,
assume
that's a
that it's
nat one.
guy.
I'm so like fucked up.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, yeah.
You're too busy like trying to keep the ruse up that you're a different person.
I feel like I'm like
and
running my
after
lips, like,
after like pissing Sammy off, you're just like shit.
shit,
Your
shit.
tiny changeling anxiety is shot through the roof.
It's like my brain was like, man, I thought people were fine with manners. I'm very confused.
No, you guys don't see, those who rolled don't really see anything noteworthy. It's just a little tiefling playing cards. You know, hey, everybody likes to play cards in the West. You see, the cards are dice. Unless you have money, then it's chess.
Do any of us have good hands?
Let me do. Boop.
I think what was it? We used to roll d10s to play blackjack.
That's actually kind of clever.
Screw it, everybody roll d10s.
So 2d10.
Start with 2. Decide if you want more.
I assume you don't want us to tell you what we have so we can play a proper game of blackjack.
No, I was rolling it in the thing.
Oh, wait, there's a thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
D&D Beyond has
Yeah.
a dice roll in the bottom left corner.
I'm gonna take a hit though.
I mean, it would be fine if we see. It's just all Lady Luck anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My second D10.
Okay, I'll accept this. This
Wait,
is
is it red?
fine.
I don't see the dice rolly thing.
You don't see it? It should be there. It's in the
It
very
should be in the bottom left. It
bottom
should be like a
left.
red button that's just a die.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So it was.
Alright, well, it'll be fine to just go ahead. Well, it's got
Yeah,
you
yeah.
rolling.
Yep. I've got
Oh, no,
physical
that's
dice
Kingston.
here,
Never
though.
mind. Shit. Yeah, you can just go ahead and roll your regular dice. It'll be fine.
Okay, yeah, I've got
10, 11, 12. I'm gonna hit again.
all right. Well, do we want to play it like proper blackjack, or do we want to just do whatever the fuck we're doing? Okay.
guess.
All right, I'm gonna take a hit.
Alright, so essentially while you guys are playing, do you want to go ahead and ask Sammy any questions?
I say,
21.
What?
Wait, no, it's 19. I miscounted.
I'm sitting right at 20.
I was thinking at
God.
19.
But anybody want to ask Sammy any questions while you guys are just sitting there playing some black?
yeah, I say, Sammy, I tell you, if me or this Kingston fella, if either we beat you, could you think we could ask you a couple questions? I don't know about this drow fella. I've never seen him before, but
What do I get if I win?
I think they're mighty nice.
how about this mug of wait, what was I poured?
Moonshine.
Moonshine. How about this mug of moonshine here?
Is it Swift Shine?
Oh, it sure is.
She grabs the mug. She like makes sure to show you that she isn't like, or they aren't. Sorry, my bad. I'm even screwing it up. Wow.
See,
look at
that's
that.
why I was
TM.
confused. I was like, what's going on?
They grab the mug and they give it like a little sniff, and they put it back down. Deal. So, what are we all sitting at right now?
I'm at 18.
Okay.
19.
19. And my rolls are not popping up in here, so I have to re-roll again. Bop, bop.
We literally have 18, 19, 20.
All right,
So Sammy has to get a 21 to beat us.
Yeah, Sammy's gonna hit again. Hit that. Weh.
Can't believe Sammy is using way to die.
Hit again.
Watch.
All right, as you all show your cards, you look. Tell me the cards, or tell me the points one more time.
I got 18.
Okay.
19.
Okay.
20.
All right, so you all look at the cards. Sammy's at a 22. You see Sammy like look at the cards.
You're gonna have to forgive me for earlier, but I'll throw in an extra drink. That's all right.
Casey looks at you and goes, Mr. Drow, you weren't part of our deal. Who are you again? Hate for you to intrude in on our game.
Just a friend from out of
It's
town.
not really intruding. It's an open game. It's an open.
No, what the deal was is that if one of the two of us beat him, then we'll get it. But technically, this Drow here did win.
You know, I never consented to that. You just assumed that I'd be okay with.
So
Are
you're
you?
telling me I can't pass on the winnings?
Well, I'm not saying you can't, but I just want to make sure you on board.
Sammy leans back in there.
He'll just give a little wink.
I'll tell you anyway. What do you need to know?
You know much about Miss Dawes' son and what happened with those folk?
Oh, you mean what happened with Alistair and the other two?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wasn't here that day. I was doing a late duty over in McClellan's.
But you know about these boys.
Oh yeah, everyone knows Allie. Allie does his job. Allie, sometimes he's back at home doing whatever. Sometimes he's helping out locals. Sometimes he helped out Swift too. And you see her like gesture their hand up and point at Swift, just as, you know, enforcing the way that they're talking.
You can decide if this is insider perception or whatever, but I feel like Swift said that they were here, but they're saying now that they weren't here. Could I roll for that?
I'm gonna say, because Swift did not say that.
Oh, okay.
Swift
They
said
just had to go.
that
Just go
Sammy
talk to them.
played cards with them, like they do
Yeah, that's
with
what I heard.
every new person.
Mhm.
But beyond that, Swift didn't say if Sammy was there or not.
Does it seem like they're lying?
That's for you to roll insight.
Hmm.
Can we offer advantage on insight or for perception?
Shit. I hit the wrong
As in, like, I'm looking out for different tells.
I got
Sure.
9.
Let's go for it. Sure. So,
Roll
Casey, you
again,
got
Kara.
advantage then.
You saying I got advantage?
Yeah.
Okay, one more time. It's 14.
Seems like they're being straight, a straight shooter, straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
There ain't no real reason to lie about this. I mean, as far as you could tell, there ain't no real reason to lie about this. But Sammy's just still leaning back. Their eyes are glued to the mug, though, because that was a really nice offer. Like,
I'm gonna take a sip of that drink just because they didn't win it.
it's phenomenal. Out of
Ooh,
all the
wow.
shine, because they said Swift shine, so it's moonshine. It's hooch.
Yeah.
But like, out of all the shine you've had, this is some pretty good shine.
Mhm.
It's strong. It burns, but it has like a really good
Yeah,
taste to
no,
it.
I imagine that Casey, like, of course he'll drink, but I don't see him as like a real drinker because normally when he's at a bar, he's telling stories or a tavern or whatever
Yeah.
saloon. He's telling stories. He's not gonna be drunk while he's doing that. Not that he won't accept a drink when given to him, but he does have to stay sober enough to actually, tell his song. So I imagine he's not a real strong drinker.
Okay. It's strong though. It's a good strong though.
Yeah.
So they're leaning back. They're eyeing the drink as you drink it. Let out a little sigh and then just, yeah, ain't much to really tell much. The other two came in about 1 month ago, started working at McClellan's like every new person does that are at the mines. Ain't really talked to them much, only played a few games, really.
And what is McClellan's again? I don't remember.
McClellan's is the farm. That's off
okay,
to
okay, thank you.
I'm trying to differentiate my map.
The northeast, yeah.
No, because the northeast is the mine, the north is the church. So yeah, the west would be the farm. It's a lot of people go and work there. It's every week or so Mr. McClellan needs a new set of hands. He's got a ton of cattle that he gets running out to St. Fernando. He has crops that need to be worked. He has sheep that also need to be ran out. You know how it is.
Now that I think about it, my character may have worked for this guy doing cattle drives.
This is a very new but very successful ranch kind of deal.
Okay, but then my character at least would have heard of him and recently.
Like it's in the past 2 years. Ooh boy. Mr. McClellan has put in a lot of work.
I imagine my character is pretty well knowledgeable about the things that are going on, considering how many people he talks to.
Oh, yeah.
Like he's keeping tabs
He
on
would have
everybody.
heard about McClellan.
Yeah.
McClellan sheep, surprisingly, have like a really good taste to them, and butchers do their best to buy McClellan sheep.
That's cool.
Yeah. The cattle, take it or leave it, but the sheep, the wool's not that great, but the meat on them is pretty fine. But they're just leaning back, looking between you guys. A sign of any other questions. Thinking to themselves a little bit while.
Yeah. Taking another sip of this drink. I take a larger sip, but like cough, like do like a as I am looking at it, and I just go
Strong stuff.
Yeah.
Good, though. Cracks a little grin.
Now, I know that it looks like this guy hasn't been lying to us, but does it look like there's any information? Like, maybe I could do an insight check or something on this. I don't know if you'd want me to. But, like, if he's like, he might know something that could help us. He just hasn't had a reason for it.
Go ahead and do an insight check.
Cool.
In Kingston's head, I'm just thinking, well, we can go to the farm and probably figure out.
That's a 10 on insight.
That's a 10 on insight. It looks like they're mulling over something. Can't tell if it's based on the conversation. Can't tell if it's based on something else. You don't know, but they're mulling over something.
Can't tell they're mulling over getting some Swift Shine themselves.
Listen, Swift Shine's pretty good shit.
Swift Shine?
Swift Shine?
Casey says, tell you what, I'll let you finish this off if you got anything else to tell us.
Sammy leans forward a little bit. Buy me a whole mug and I'll spill.
I mean, I've only taken like 2 or 3 sips out of this thing, to be fair.
They put their finger down on the table. Whole mug.
You did specify you took a second gianter gulp.
Oh, well, it was
well,
again, like I said, he doesn't drink strong stuff, but like in the sense of like the first one was a sip and the second one would have been 2 sips worth of drink. But yeah,
they are very adamant about the new mug.
Yeah. Did I see anywhere of how much these drinks cost?
Nope. Swift's running the tab in his head. He is one good hair.
You can put it on the tab for dollars if you really wanted to, Casey.
Yeah, that's true. No. I mean, I could probably pay for it, but yeah, I'll just go ahead and order him one.
All right, so you get up, you get a drink, bring it back, sit down in front of Sammy. Sammy sits there for a second, picks it up, sniffs it, downs like half of it right there, like tilts the mug, and just goes ham. Hits it down, lets out a sigh. Oh, that's good shit right there. Oh, that's good. All right.
As they're busy like talking about the finales, I'm just gonna go pay for the drink I had. Because I assume we're leaving soonish.
I'll go pay for the shots.
Swift takes your money. Just gives a nod. Gives that little man-to-man nod as he takes the money and then tucks it somewhere. Well, there was one thing. They did talk about, I don't know, someone in charge. And I know they've been talking about Mrs. Dawes a lot. I'm thinking they said something about Mrs. Dawes. Mrs. Dawes, like, I don't know. She's a very attractive woman. And drunk men say a lot of things. I guess what they had said got to little Allie's ears. He wasn't too happy about it.
I appreciate a man sticking up for his mother.
Okay, so you understand where my comment earlier was coming from then, yeah?
Yeah, no, I totally get it. I was playing into that, don't worry.
They lean back a little bit and then just take a sip of the shine.
He says, well, enjoy your drink. I appreciate your help, and
Thank you.
if I need anything else, I know who to buy a drink for.
They snap their finger and do like a little finger gun to you and be like, it'll be another drink, and then takes a longer sip. Sammy's a fun character.
Casey like gives him a wink as he heads out, like yeah.
So you guys are.
Or gives them, sorry, apology.
No, it's good. I'm the DM and I'm messing it up too in the same process.
I'm the only one so far that has yet to mess it up. Let's go.
I say like when I refer to like I'll say him or em as just like as a them, even if it like regardless of gender. So that always bothers me when I'm trying to talk to my friends that are like that, and I just say talking to them or talking to him, and it sounds like talking to him, and it's not.
No,
but,
I get it, because I'm like sort of the same way in certain conversations. So you guys are heading out of the saloon. Echo, do you wanna stay at Drow and just hang out, or
As soon as we get outside the door, I'll drop it.
in front of the other two?
Yep.
Okay.
So
you
as
see
we're
this
walking out,
Drow
I'm like,
man step up behind you guys, and then a little, and look, it's this little Echo again.
Yeah, I was gonna say to Casey, you know, I don't know where Echo is. This Drow fella is just following. Oh, hey Echo.
I have a very specific set of skills.
Do you wanna specify those skills?
I'll just turn into a drow man again.
Do you have other specified skills?
I'm gonna turn into a minotaur
You see
and
the
slowly
Drow,
raise my knife.
the Drow man in front of you turn into a small, fluffy little bull man, and you're like, oh, and then you see the knife, and you're like, oh, it's pack of heat.
I have one more, but that's for special occasions, and I'll just go back to regular Echo.
And now it's making you
Alrighty
Echo
then.
again. Which I do want to say, Echo, people are giving you looks as you guys are going through the town. Not because you're short, and you would all know this. Changelings in this world are a very strange thing. They're essentially like albinos in our world.
I'm already an albino satyr.
That's essentially what I'm saying. But people
You're an
are
albino
a
of
little
an albino
standoffish just because changelings also have that little special ability.
Oh, do I see them looking at me?
Oh, yeah, but you're used to it, probably. I hope.
I'm just gonna look at everyone that's looking at me. I'm just gonna be like, God left me unfinished, you know.
Some of them are like, Some of them just squint their eyes and nod. Some of them give a little thumbs up. Some are like, "Oh my god."
I almost want to roll a religion to see if this is what God intended.
The gods intended. All right, so you have Crossing Church, and you could go to McClellan Farm.
I think the McClellan Farm is good.
All right, you
Pay
guys
no
have...
attention to that religion check. It's a 3.
What is
Oh
God?
man, God did leave her unfinished.
What is
Jesus
God
Christ.
truly?
Who is this god guy, anyways?
Is there one God or multiple gods? You don't even know.
Yes.
I'll just continue being agnostic.
All right, so you guys start to make your way to McClellan Farm. Off to the east, you cross the tracks. Everybody's working. Really, nobody's paying you guys any mind. The ones that are watching the animals are watching. Some of the, for lack of a better term, here we go, for some of the ranch hands, because I almost said cowboys, and I'm like, well, that term didn't really get coined. Some of the ranch hands are like leaning, watching the cattle, watching the horses, and like give you guys a look. Nobody's stopping you, but it's like, who the hell are these people?
Do any of the ranch hands look like they're from Hispania? Since you said that this would be a lot of out of town folk.
Oh yeah, of course. Some of them look like they're from Hispania. Some
I
of them
feel
look
like I would fit in at least fairly well.
Some of them look like mixed breeds. Some of them look like
Hola, mi amigos. I'm home.
Some of them
Bonjour!
they just look. It's really hard to tell though, because you gotta remember there are fantasy races mixed in here. Sometimes it's easy to tell from the way they dress, but other times it's very, very minute things that are really hard to tell.
But I can tell. I know. I've been in the trenches. Everybody's
just giving you guys looks, not really trusting even you, Casey. They're just like, who the hell are these people? Why are they here? They have they're out of their way. Why are they here? Kind of deal.
Man, they have no business being here.
Well, you gotta remember, it's
I really
across
thought
the
you were
rail.
about to say, and they have no bitches.
You gotta remember, on the map, it's like across the rail track away from town.
Yeah, so you gotta go out of your way to get
Yeah.
there.
You purposely have to go out of your way.
They have no huevos rancheros here.
You only got no winches? They don't, Belfie. They really don't.
Oh, no, and I'm definitely riding my horse risk.
You're riding a horse, the other two are just walking.
Yeah. No, I think Echo could probably hop on.
I would love to hop on the horse.
Wow.
I'll let you like hold onto the mane like you're trying to steer the horses. I've like got the reins right behind me, definitely taking over.
I'm just patting the horsey.
I'm walking behind it, hoping, like, because I would be a little bit slower than a horse.
Well, I'm
Don't
not.
walk behind
I'm
me.
walking at pace with you. Don't worry.
I'm just worried that I don't want to step on a mud pie.
That's
You
what I'm
know
saying,
horses
is like
don't
walk
leave- never
beside it.
You know, this is a ranch. They're just gonna be somewhere. There's
Yeah.
always a landmine.
Yeah. I don't have the luxury of not having to worry about stepping in it, like the other two. Anyway.
So as you guys are
you got boots.
moving around through McClellan Farm looking for, I don't know, somebody. A gentleman walks out to you. He has like that broader, thicker mustache. Who's the older actor that has like a really nice mustache? I can't remember his name.
Danny Trejo?
Let me. Is it Danny Trejo? Yes. Kind of like Danny Trejo's, just a little bit thicker, like a little fuller.
Mm-hmm.
He's a little on the shorter side, you know, rough-handed gloves, flat-brimmed hat, like a flat cap, like a news caddy hat.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks at you all. All right. What are y'all doing here? Work? What do y'all want?
So I'm assuming this is Mr. McClellan, right? Is that the name?
Are you assuming or are you asking?
No, I'm assuming. I'm saying, Just passing through, maybe seeing if I can talk to some folks around here.
Don't bother the boys.
Have I yet?
Colorful cast like you. What do you want?
We were just curious about some of your previous employees, if you don't mind me inquiring.
He squints a little, looks around, and motions over to one of the sides of the building. And he starts walking over there.
Alright, I guess I'll take Echo over there.
As Echo falls off. No!
Echo, no!
Can I attempt to catch Echo before he hits the ground?
Make a...
Acrobatics.
Make an athletics check.
Sure.
You gotta be real fast on the catch, you know?
Yeah.
As Casey's standing there like, no!
The man's still
It's an
walking. Oh yeah, you
it's
catch
an
Echo
18.
easily.
My webcam fell off my monitor. Am I actually falling off the?
Yeah. It's canon. Don't worry, I caught you.
You quickly catch Echo and then like slightly just set them down, just like, here you go, bud. Give
Oh,
him a-
actually, instead of setting them down, I'll be like, here, you can write something a little more stable, and I put Echo on like my shoulders.
Yeah.
So you guys make it around the building. Casey, I'm assuming you're hopping off the horse for this to be a little more discreet.
Yeah, no, I'll let my horse graze in the grass right here, or I mean, whatever vegetation is in the dust.
So he's leaning against the wall. He's got a cigarette tucked in his mouth, smoking a little bit. His hat is off in his other hand. He's got like shorter black hair that's very like nicely kept. And he looks up at you. Well, all right. What do you want? Who you asking about?
What were those boys' names? Do either of you guys remember? Because I know he said Alistair's the name of the son.
Yep.
Yeah.
Of what's her? Anyways,
Of Miss Dawes.
Miss Dawes, yeah.
Jackie Dawes.
And
It was Father Lachlan.
No,
Father of
no.
the church.
Father Lachlan is of the church.
yeah.
You guys did not hear what the other two folks.
Oh,
named.
we didn't get the names of the.
Yeah,
the
they
kid.
never said the
The
names.
other two
Yeah.
names.
Okay. Then I'll just say we're investigating on behalf of Miss Dawes, and we were just seeing if we could get any information on the boys that were involved in the murder of her son.
You mean the two newbies that came in last month?
Mm-hmm. That'd be them.
Well, ain't much really to know. They come in, do their job, stay in the bunkhouse, go out to Swift's, get a few drinks in them, go fool around, act like a fool like half the other boys here. And you see one kid like walk around the corner, and he immediately like turns, looks him in the eyes, and goes, "Get back to work!" And the kid like quickly like jumps and runs back around the corner.
I just imagine like he's walking with like a cigarette, trying to light it as he's coming around the corner, just to see his boss.
And then he looks over you guys and he's like, "Richie, by the way, head hand, Mr. McClellan's, I like to say second, but that's his wife's job."
He says, I reach my hand out, I give him a firm handshake. It's a, nice to meet you, Casey at your service.
That's a good handshake. That's a good, solid handshake.
And well, I say to him, well, you're roping your ride for long enough, you'll get a good grip.
He gives you a look. Like, what'd you just say to me?
Oh, God. Poor Casey. He's accidentally romancing everybody.
But I don't know much about those boys. Nobody really did. They only kept to themselves, really.
Any the farmhands they'd talk to, or they just sort of alone?
Offhand comments, like most of the boys. Didn't really get along with any of them.
While Casey is doing this, can I try and connect with some of the farmhands? Because he can't really. He's probably too busy with Casey to notice if I go up and talk with some of them. Because maybe they have more info about the boys since they worked alongside him.
Everyone you try to talk to, they're very quickly like dismissive.
Damn.
Like, the reason why this farm runs so smoothly is because of Richie.
Okay.
Also Mr. McClellan, but mainly Richie and how hard-handed he is with all of it.
I see.
But yeah, they didn't really get along with any of the boys and didn't really talk much, maybe offhanded comments to each other.
They, I mean, did you get any background on picking them up for your cruise, or you just, I mean, you guys run off of new recruits?
Good riders. That's all we really needed. Able to work. Willing to
nothing
take
wrong
the
with
short
that.
pay. They got the job done.
Were they good workers?
They got the job done. That's all we really need.
Appreciate your time. I'm sorry to take away from the work you're getting done around here, but
No,
yeah,
you're fine.
if you get anything, let me know. I can. I know where to get some moonshine.
He pulls his cigarette out, spits on the ground to the side, puts his hat on, raises his cigarette. I'll find you somehow. Pops it back in and starts walking back out. And then you hear him barking at somebody. Just straight, like, chewing somebody out around the corner.
What in the goddamn?
It's like he was taking a deep breath, expecting to yell at somebody, and as he turns the corner, he immediately starts to yell.
Listen, this farm runs efficient.
Okay, well, I guess it's to the Father. What's his name again?
Father Lachlan.
Father Locke.
Mm-hmm.
So you're all gonna slowly make your way. As you guys have been going through this, the day's been kind of, sun's gone up, starting to go down. It's getting about late afternoon. You know, the sky's starting to get like nice, slight tinges of orange mixed in with the blue. And you find yourself at Crossing Church, and you'll see there's a small wooden wall around the two buildings. One building is very designated like an Orthodox-styled church. Protestant-styled church. Nice wooden walls, small little spire at the top with
the pews inside.
A holy symbol on the top. The holy symbol being a star with 6 points to it.
Alright.
And right beside of it, not really a shack, but it looks like a work house kind of deal with currently not right now smoke, but if there was a passing in the town, there would be smoke coming out of that building.
Mm.
That building is a crematory. The religion here in the USSNA very much promotes cremation, especially after the last few seasons of flu.
Mm.
I wanna ask, has Dark Crossing had run-ins with necromancy before? Would that
No.
also help? Okay, never mind.
Necromancy is a very, very hard thing to come by. Like, it's a very, very hard thing to find someone who is a necromancer.
Yeah.
And usually, if there are necromancers, they very swiftly get taken at a young age and worked in the church.
Mm.
It's very sketchy, and people know about it, but people don't want to talk about it.
Because I was thinking that that would make sense why this religion would be for crematory, or like just in general people would be for crematories instead of burial.
Yeah, I don't want anything.
Nobody really knows why they take, children that show signs of necromantic power. They just take them.
Okay.
Welcome
Lore
to
for later.
Welcome to the Hispania Inquisition, everybody.
Let's go.
No one expects the Hispania Inquisition. But as you all enter, the church is very nicely laid out. Rows of pews lining the way. A small stand in the middle, up on like a slightly raised platform where the preacher would like give his sermons. Some flowers along the rows. You know, it's very nice. It's very calm. On the back, there is a stained glass with a flickering light behind it, and it is the same deal as the ornament on top of the church. A star with 6 points.
Since I'm entering a church, I would like to take a small kneel at one of the pews and start praying to Virginia Maria.
Okay. The Virginia Maria equivalent, but yes.
Would be Virgin Mary, but
yeah, it still works. So you do that, and then you hear a door to the side open, and you see a tall, lanky, kind of slightly pale gentleman with lightly peppered black hair, you know, a little bits of gray in there. Dark vestment robes. Oh, welcome. What could I do for you? What could I do for you, all wonderful people today?
We were just traveling through here, seeing if we could find some information out for about some boys that had passed recently while coming through, or while no, rewind. Some boys that had passed recently.
Oh, you're working for Miss Dawes. She told a few of us about that she had some folk coming by. Colorful band of folk she brought. Oh, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Forgive us, Father. We haven't sinned. We are just here for information.
He gives a soft smile and he puts his hand together. I'll do the best I can. What could I do for you?
We were just wondering about if you know much about the whereabouts of these bodies after the murders, because we are aware that they didn't get cremated, now did they?
He lets out like a long sigh, collects his thoughts a little bit. Well, to be honest, I didn't have the bodies for long, as far as I know. I received the bodies from the 2 deputies and cleaned them up a little bit, you know, as you do. And I realized that it was the Alistair boy, Dawes boy, Mrs. Dawes' son. So I thought that she would want to see him one last time before he got cremated. So I left. I locked up. Or at least I thought I did, because when we came back and I opened the door, the lock wasn't locked. Door's easy to open. And all 3 bodies gone.
You got nobody else here that helps out with the church? No reverend, no choir members or anything like that would be able to get in? And
you're looking at the only member ever since my father died a few 10 years back.
Well, I apologize for the fate of the father's father, but
as his life,
as his death, which is what we're trying to get to the bottom of.
Yes.
You said it was unlocked. Was the lock tampered with?
I said I thought I had locked it. I really
so
thought
you
I had.
But there's a chance you didn't lock it.
When he like tugs at his, you know, like his collar a little bit. I guess I really hadn't. Then again, the church has been here for 30 years, probably 30, 40 years, as long as the town started. So when it was just a few buildings.
It is also a bit of a ways away from the town.
Yeah. So the lock could have just, not worked or anything.
And around about how long were you gone for? Because it couldn't have been but so long, could it?
Well, 30 minutes to go fetch Miss Dawes and bring her back. It wasn't too long. You saw the walk was here. It was about 10 minutes, not too far.
And you didn't see anyone when you were coming into town to get Dawes as you were leave.
Besides the usual town folk and the random drifters, but the drifters really don't come towards the church at all. Unless it's on the holidays, but
What's your relation with the other members of this town? Perhaps the ranchers or the sheriff?
well, I'm their shepherd. I lead them to where they need to go when their lives are sadly ended. They all come on a holy day, you know, to pray, hear the sermons, get out any frustrations that they might have in their lives, and just vent to me. I'm always an open ear and all that, you know, with the job. And he gives a small little curt smile. I've been doing this since my father died 10 years, so I'd hope I'm very trusted.
Yeah, but I'm more asking if you trust them.
Well, of course, I got to trust them. They're my
Well, you're the one that shares all their secrets now.
I have their secrets, but I'm not here to tell their secrets.
Well, I never wanted you to tell anything. I just want you to.
I understand that. I
Bad
understand what you're
actors.
saying. I
Would-
don't mean anything by
would
it.
your reservations about that get in the way of justice, of doing what's right for Miss Dawes?
I'm doing what's right for the church. For the people of
That's not what I asked.
It was only right for Miss Dawes to see her son one final time.
You'd make a good politician. And I'm gonna head on out.
He sits there for a minute. He thinks, wait,
I turn around at the door.
it's not about Miss Dawes. It's not about Alistair. It's not about one of them, but the other one. And he sits down for a minute. Breathes a little bit. 20 years ago, when I was about 14, 15, I was here with my father, and a man had rushed in here and talked to him. He was quick, angry. They conversed for a little bit, got heated, and he stormed out. And I never saw that man until last week, as he was one of the bodies. He wasn't any different. He looked the same 20 years later.
Years later.
That's all I've got. He sits back a little bit, rubs his brow. He looked the same 20 years ago. And as you can tell, and he gestures to himself, I don't look the same.
Yeah, I see
You
that.
did not.
Could I make a history check to figure out, like, maybe what sort of, I don't know, like, what kind of things would be going on during that time? Like,
Sure!
maybe, I don't know, like more so, like, what kind of supernatural problems were, like,
Yeah.
have been going on since, like, so that's gonna be... That's a 16.
16. You do know, because again, you've been here, you've been everywhere around in the West, and maybe even part of the East for all we know. But you have been around, and you do know about, as far as supernaturals go, there have been cults rising and falling, some fighting other ones.
Vampires.
There might have been a vampire cult. Now that you think about it, there might have been a vampire cult.
Oh,
There are all the listen. 10 years ago was a trip in the West. You had the big old flu virus flying through. You had cults running rampant as cults can go, so not that rampant.
I'm gonna like go to one of the pews and I'm gonna take out my my Bowie knife and just like hack like a sort of a wedge out of like one of the pieces of wood and like grab it and I say, "You think this is holy wood?"
It's
Well,
wood.
he caused a hole in the floor.
No, it's a pew.
He caused a hole in the pew. So I'd say it's holy now.
That's a good point. I like what you're thinking. Vampires. I hate vampires.
What's where you're getting at, boy?
Vampire. I think now, if I know one thing, vampires don't age. They love cults. They're not very social. Might have been why they haven't been seen in 10 years. I'm just saying. And
cold.
Cults.
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 Egotistical bastards. I'd know. One tried to hook up with me back in the day, and that my friend is why I don't. That's why I don't mess around anymore. Because I tell you, you know what he did? He said, "Hey, look over there," and I did, and he tried to bite my neck. I don't trust vampires.
Casey, I think you have a general problem with people just come onto you way too strongly because of
It's not my fault I'm this sexy.
Father
you're
Laughlin
right.
just shakes his head a little
You're
bit,
right.
puts his hands to his brow.
See, he agrees. As I like take the piece of wood and like point it at him, it's like I'll take care of this vampire for you. You shared crucial information with me, and I will have this hand.
He just simply shakes his head. Whatever you think is right, you go right ahead. Do whatever you got, I guess. I don't know.
I'm gonna head on. I say I still think he'd make a good politician, and I'm gonna head out and start. I guess where would I go from?
You've hit all the main leads that Miss Dawes said.
Okay.
Well, if we're fighting vampires, I go to the back of the church and I just dunk my knuckles in holy water. And I'm like, cool.
You say that like they have holy water on tap.
They don't?
No.
What do they gotta do? Boil it first. Hey, how do you make holy water? You boil the hell out of it.
Oh, yo.
Is there holy water in the church?
There's not holy water in the church.
I'm gonna go to the gun store and see if they got any silver bullets, just in case.
They do not have silver bullets. Vampire
Okay.
problems have not really been a thing in this area, so nobody really needs some.
Can I take 10 minutes for the priest?
Are werewolves.
Can I take 10 minutes for the priest to do a ritual to purify or like to make my water in my canister holy from my starting equipment?
He
My water
looks at
skin.
it. You know, he takes the water skin from you, he looks at it, he jugs it around a little bit. Give me till about tomorrow.
That's too long.
And I can. Well, what do you want me to do? It takes time.
There's a little sketch I did of Casey. It's not very good. Like I said, I have not practiced my people drawing in a while.
No, you're fine.
10 out of 10.
Anyways,
You can hold on to it. I don't know how long it'll take till we figure out where this vampire cult is.
Just the die. That's all I need.
Okay.
okay, so let's put together what we know here. So we know that Alistair was killed by somebody that didn't age. And all things considered, he probably wasn't dead to begin with, if he was a vampire. No, can vampires do that? I don't know. I believe it. But if I was a vampire, I would either stay in a manor or like a castle or something like that. Next best, staying in the caves. Bats love caves. So I say we head to the mine.
And we're just in the main, like the regular church building. We haven't gone to the workshop yet, yeah?
The crematory, no.
How about we check the workshop first?
Crematory.
Crematory first. Just to see if there's any evidence left behind.
You want to see where they burn the dead people?
I mean,
Well, there's no dead bodies there right now.
I mean, I guess you're right. They're all missing.
So I'm guessing you talked to the father about this in...
Yeah.
Well, alright. Yes, you could take a look over there. He gets up and he motions you guys to follow him, and he walks out of the church. And as he gets down the steps, he looks up and he squints, and you look in the direction that he's looking. And from McClellan Farm, you can see smoke.
From the farm?
From the farm.
Smoke? Damn.
Black smoke.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm gonna get on risky. I'll take Echo. I'm gonna say, Car, you want us to wait on you, or you want us to go check that out?
You can run ahead. I will. Actually, I'm Monk. I actually get 10 additional movement speed, so I won't be as long as you would probably think.
All right, whatever you say. All right. So I guess I'll hop on the horse and grab Echo and like throw them on behind me and say, "Hold on!
Yeah.
Hi, yo, risky, head away!" And ride over to the farm.
Alright, so as you guys are heading over, you're seeing the smoke and it's billowing. And as you go slightly over the tracks over a small hill, you can see that the fire is coming from the barn.
Okay.
There are people scrounging around. I'm going to drop an image in... Let me make sure this is the right image. That is not the right image. Let me find the right image real fast. Uno momento, por favors. Whoop. Boop. I'm going to drop it in the session chat. Like the VC chat that we're in right now. Boop. Boop. You see that there's carts and things.
Okay.
All in front, carts to the side, hay bales around the buildings.
Can I make an Arcana check to see if this might have been caused by something magic?
Sure.
Cool.
Disadvantage because you're at a pretty decent range still.
Well, I mean, how? I mean, I was saying once we get like up to the farm
Okay.
itself.
Yeah, that works. Go ahead and make the Arcana check now, though.
Cool.
Like the roll.
All right, that's gonna be the roll plus 3, so that's 15.
Okay. As you guys get closer, though, you hear sounds of a little bit of a scuffle.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. You know,
Some grunting.
gunfire, a little bit of explosions.
Your dog's barking.
There might be a dog barking. You can't tell, though, but there might be a dog barking. You know, classic Western dog barking. And
Okay,
as you guys get closer, you see that there are 3 individuals in front of the barn.
Mhm.
And a group of individuals along the outside, along like the building. You see where the sign is for McClellan Farm, and then you see where that building is?
Mm-hmm.
They are at that building, some are at the building in front of it, and some are at the hay bales. And all those people, about 5 or 6, are pointing at the 3 that are at the barn.
Okay. What did I learn with my Arcana check?
You learned that, yes, this is a magical fire.
Okay. This might be a stretch. Can I cast Dispel Magic on it?
You can try.
Let's see. Let me read Dispel Magic real quick.
Oh no! If only I didn't leave my water with the priest.
Yeah. Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range, which is 120 feet. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell of 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spell casting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level on a successful check. So, unless it was a 3rd level or higher spell, it just...
It does not work.
It does not work!
It does not work.
I think Fireball is a 4th level.
No, it's 3rd level. And it says any spell of 3rd level or lower, on the target it ends.
I don't
And
know.
if it's not that, I can make a check.
Go ahead and make the check.
Okay, so it's DC plus equals 10 plus the spell's level. And I got that. That's an 11.
That fire's still going. That smoke is still billowing.
Uh-oh. Alright, let me mark off the
As you get closer, you see a familiar figure behind the haystacks. It's good old Richie with a pistol in hand, firing at the 3 people. And you start to realize some of the other figures, like 2 of the other figures, are other ranch hands that were there earlier. There are 2 newer figures. Or 3 newer figures, one of like an older gentleman, and then 2 younger guys. And as you guys quickly get closer, I need you and Echo to make an acrobatics check.
Okay. Ooh, that's a nat 20 with plus 5 to acrobatics.
Wow.
Let's see, you said dexterity.
Acrobatics.
Roll back.
I rolled the wrong thing, but I think it's the same because it has the same check for me.
Is a 21.
Both of those make it. You see, sort of coming towards you guys, a sort of like orangey red like shot, and then off to the side of you guys, a large explosion.
Damn.
Shit's getting serious. As you 2 get up to the haystacks, I assume you're going to get off your horse, smack your horse on the butt, and get it to go away.
Yeah, no, Risky would know. I whistle and Risky, I whistle twice and Risky runs off to cover.
That's good, because you do not want to lose a horse in this society, in this economy.
No, not in this economy. And Risky, very reliable horse.
You're not gonna risky for the bisky.
No, I'm not gonna. This is too risky of a situation for Risky.
Kingston, you're very quickly behind them with your swift feetness. You're schmoovin'. And you get up where they are behind the haystack, and you see Richie and an older fellow with a rifle. And they're returning fire, and they look back. And Richie's like, "What the hell are you guys doing here?" We're a little busy. We're a little busy right now. Turns around, fires off 2 more shots, then turns back and starts reloading.
You saw the fire. Thought I would come help.
Well, I appreciate the help. There's 3 random people. He looks over at the older man. People. They're causing issues. They got the barn on fire. Good thing we got the horses out of there in time. Turns around, fires off another shot. Do what you can.
Okay.
And now, roll for
Roll.
initiative.
Let's go.
Now, this is not going to be like map-based, like how like Roll20 and stuff is. Because I have always had to fight Roll20. Me and Roll20 have never gotten along.
Alright, that is a modded 20 on initiative.
That's a 7 for me.
I got a 9.
You said, Echo, you got a 9.
Also, is there a roll 20?
There's not a Roll20. As I said, me and
Okay.
Roll20 have a very much hate-hate relationship.
That's what I wanted to make sure of. It's theater of the mind. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I have a little map, too. Makes everything a little easier.
Thanks, God.
A little easier. Yeah. Alright, let me do my rolls real fast.
So right now we're like just in front of the burning barn, yeah. With
You guys are at the 3 haystacks?
on the top right. Okay.
Yes. And right over there is Richie and an older gentleman. You'll see in the building, beside you guys, is going to be 2 of the farmhands.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the other building, peeking around the corner, would be 2 younger gentlemen.
Okay. And that's all the people we're fighting or they're both in the building.
Those are the ones with you guys. And in front of the barn, in that whole little like setup, the little cover setup, is 3 individuals.
Okay. So we only really have to worry about the 3 individuals
Yes.
in the cover fight.
Okay.
So-
Just let me know. My turn?
No.
No. I thought you said go, and I was like, okay.
No. I
It's
said
the
so.
murder's turn.
So.
one of the bad guys gets to go first because he rolled a nat 20.
Damn.
I can already see where this is going.
And then I'll put...
Jasper's rolls are going to be on fire now because he's been holding them in.
Alright. So, as you see from the wagon, you see a man, kind of smaller, darker skin complexion, dark hair, lean out from the corner, snap his fingers, point, and you see that same blast of energy fly out towards the building and hit.
Hit which building?
The building that you guys are beside. It's hitting one of the windows.
The one right behind, or one right beneath the McClellan Farm sign?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
We'll call that Tetris building because it's like a Tetris shape.
That is not a Tetris save.
That is a Tetris shape.
No,
It is an L. It is an L.
Oh, you're saying that the no.
Well, it's
That's
also a
like-
Z.
Yeah,
Z is
no, that's
also-
a Z. That's not
Z
a
is
Tetris.
also-
Oh,
that is
yeah.
also a shape.
That is a
But it's
Tetris
not-
piece.
Okay. I'll give you that. I would argue, but I'll give it to you.
Yeah. Because I know what you mean. It's like a long, like the middle is too long to be the Z
Yeah.
from Tetris.
Okay, fair.
We'll just
The
take,
Z.
we'll just take
We'll
it
call
to
it
Z.
Z. All right, you see it impact the side of the window and go off. You hear one of the shit, and then an immediate sound of like patting his arm off, like
Yeah.
somebody patting something off.
Yeah, the farmer. I'm just trying to stop being on fire, obviously.
Cool. Now, did you say that was the older guy, or that was
That
one of
was
the
like a
youngsters?
smaller, gray skin, black hair. Are you saying the one
Okay.
that got hit?
No, the one that shot it.
Yeah, the one that shot. Black hair. You'll see occasionally when you guys had ran up, you see him, you see another gentleman that is very swift to pop up or pop out wherever he is, but you see that he has cloven legs. And then the last one, you see that they're fully covered in dark clothes. You can't really get a good sight on what they are. They're very mysterious compared to the other two.
Okay.
And as quickly as that first person came up, shot that shot, he immediately goes back into cover.
Alright.
Hear them shout random stuff, but with the fire and the gunfire and stuff, it's
Yeah,
really hard.
how close are these three?
Maybe about 60 to 70 feet.
Thank you, Lucy.
60 to 70 feet apart.
Whereas, like, you can tell, like, you can clearly see them, but there's still, like, a little bit of a distance.
Okay. Like, I'm saying between them, like the not between them and us, between each of the others.
Oh, between
like,
each of them? No, they're
Yeah,
very
yeah.
close together. They're about 10 feet apart, maybe.
That's sweet. Is it my
5,
turn?
10. Yes.
Cool. Shatter. As I strum a riff like a hard riff on my guitar, as I'm like pointing it right at them, as this terrible sound comes from my guitar. Sorry, don't worry, I don't normally play like that. And just the sound that comes from my guitar is far worse and far louder where they are standing, as they are affected by a Constitution save of 14 that they need to pass for and take half damage.
Alrighty, let me do their rolls real fast.
I will. So 5 and 7 and a 5. So that's 17.
Alrighty, and if they pass, they get half damage, correct?
Yes.
So what's the full damage?
Full damage is 17. Half is gonna be, would that be 8? Because you always round down with damage. Oh,
Yes.
sorry if you guys heard that note.
Alright, so it goes off. The one that's been poking out real fast is clearly affected by it. You know, he's holding his ears, he's like, ah! Ah! The other two seem to be unfazed by it a little bit.
Unfazed.
I mean, you can tell that it's still, like, they're, like... It's really hard to tell, but with a very, very keen eye, if they were a little closer, you could tell that they'd be like gritting their teeth. Like, it's doing something. It's not doing a lot, but it's doing something.
Yeah. Okay.
My mind. It's like getting a brain freeze.
Yeah. All right. So the next in the initiative order is one of them.
Okay. I'm gonna grab a drink. I'll still have my headphones on. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
I just want to double check something real fast. Skibbity bida bow.
Yeah, right now I'm assuming it's one bad guy, Casey, bad guy, then me, then Echo.
No. It is
Wow.
bad guy, Casey, bad guy, Echo, you.
Wait,
Bad
how?
guy.
I got a.
You
Oh
got
wait,
a-
yeah, because
Yeah, you
Echo.
got a 7.
Yeah, Echo got it.
Yeah, I got a 9.
I got it swapped.
Hee-haw.
I thought I got a 9.
All right, going back to second person. You see them like shake their head, trying to like get themselves back in order, and they like glare over to where Casey was, and they quickly do. I gotta relearn it because I made these like 2 weeks ago, and I gotta remember everything real fast. They quickly like stand up real fast, and you see them like pull back on something and then like go.
Back.
And it is headed towards our wonderful, wonderful friend Casey.
Damn it. Okay.
Woo! 17.
17 damage.
No, 17.
Oh,
to hit.
that's 17. Yeah, I have armor class of 12.
All right, like everybody.
My armor class is 15. What do you mean?
Like everybody.
Oh.
You're not the only one. You're the only one with a higher armor class, Kara.
Wow. Only people took on armored defense. Like me.
Oh, you know that bard skill that I have access to.
You could have multi-classed.
Yeah, I guess I could have. I also like third
one
level
level on
spell.
barbarian.
All right, that's gonna be a little bit of 5 damage.
You said 5 damage?
5 damage.
Oh, that's a lot of
It has-
damage.
You're gonna quickly duck back into cover. Just duck back, just real fast.
Yeah.
This man don't play around. Next is Echo.
Oh, whoa.
It's time for baby.
Is there
to
anyone
murder.
that I can see out in the open?
You're seeing them. They're popping up real fast to like do what they need to do, and then ducking back. You can like see them. You know where they are. If that makes sense.
Yeah, but they're like behind cover.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I suppose I could see if I could sneak over there.
It's an option. You got like the perfect line of buildings to do it. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna sneak over there, if possible.
Roll a stealth.
All right. That's a 10.
A 10. I'm looking over these real fast. Okay. Okay, so you get around from the haystack to the Z building, and I'd say you're on the far left side of the Z building. Like you're about
Okay.
ready to cross over to the next building. You want to try to do anything?
I'm gonna hold my action, since hiding is a bonus action for me.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is, use my action to cast Hex the next time I see them pop their heads up.
Okay. Next is Kingston.
All right. Quick question about the hailbows we're taking cover in. Are they tied together or are these like loose?
Tied together at the base and the top, but the middle part is very loose.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt to try to mitigate how far we are from them. I'm gonna try pushing the left, or like from this map, the leftmost one forward. So just in case if anyone needs to get like closer for a better shot, like if Casey wanted to move up behind me or Richie, I want to try and push it to like the halfway point between the hay bales and the cart. I just try to push it that far for my movement and I guess my action.
I'll take it for your movement and your action. It'll move up a little bit. It does. You know what? Actually, do an athletics check.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if
Yeah,
you
do
if
an
you want me to
athletics
roll
check.
for it.
Thinking about it, do it. Do that.
Yeah. See how successful I am. 20. Oh wait, that was Echo.
It's still rolling. I think it's still rolling. 12.
Yeah, 12.
All right, so you're like pushing the hay bale. I remember how I said the middle wasn't really that well packed in.
Yeah.
It kind of just slides and slumps and stops most of the like you get a little bit out, but
It's
beyond
like a quarter
that,
of the way there.
yeah, beyond that you've just made essentially shorter cover, but out.
Yeah, I made it from full cover to half cover.
Essentially, yeah.
Damn. Bonus action. I feel like I have failed in this aspect for this part, so I'm actually gonna take my bonus action because since I'm monk, I can use what is it? The step of the wind. I'm gonna use a key point to take the dash action as a bonus action and just run over to the hay bales on the far right.
You mean the smaller ones? Smaller square
Yeah,
ones?
the smaller square ones on the far bottom right.
Alrighty. The shit, that's the wrong window. There we go.
Yeah.
The
I'm
first
down to
gentleman,
4 key points.
the gray gentleman, as he sees you running, he quickly pokes up. And Lucy, if you could remind me what Hex does.
So what I will need for Hex is basically if I see someone pop their shitty little head up,
That's cool.
I will do an extra d6 in necrotic damage to them, and I can give them disadvantage on ability checks that I choose. So I am choosing dexterity.
Nice.
And if they drop to 0 hit points before the spell ends, because it'll last up to an hour, I can use a bonus action to curse a new creature.
Okay. Do you remind me, do I have to roll anything?
Nope.
No? It just happens?
He just cursed.
Okay, cool. He quickly pops up, and he does his little flick move, sends another blast over towards you as you're running.
Is it a ranged weapon attack or is it a spell?
It's a spell.
Okay.
It is a 9. You're fine. It whizzes past. It lands into like one of the small, because around McClellan Farm there is like a little bit of a hillage.
Mm-hmm.
So it like just slams into a hill behind you and then just goes off.
Yeah, the hill explodes.
Yeah, essentially. It's like action movie shit where you're running through
Yeah.
the explosions real cool. All right.
As I slide behind the hay bales, I just give like double birds up.
All right.
Viva la España.
Viva la España.
Kingston pulls off that wonderful move. You see the dark cloaked figure twirl what looks to be a rifle in his hand and pokes out very quickly and sends off a shot over towards Echo.
Ooh.
Boop. Does a 24 hit?
That was a 24 hit.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I do.
13 damage.
Oh, ow.
And he is, as quickly as the others, tucking back into cover. Kingston, since you're close enough, you can hear them. You hear the other two very angry and upset. But the dark-clad figure just doesn't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
He's focused on what he's doing, taking his shots. And let me double check one more thing. So yeah, so he does that shot. And then, because I just want to make sure.
I have an idea.
Oh boy, I'm afraid. Oh yeah, that's it. And he quickly tucks back into cover. You see the others, they're sending off shots. I'm just gonna do some quick rolls. Do. Boom. Dun. All those shots miss. You see shots again. They're hitting buildings. They're hitting like little barriers that they had quickly put up. They're not the best shooters, but at least they're trying, you know? At least they're all trying. And we're back
Thought that counts.
up to Killer 1. After a little volley of shots, and after feeling something a little wacky going on with them, he looks up, he looks around, and he sees Kingston running over.
Mm-hmm.
And he very quickly, let me clear these out so I can actually see, shoots up, does the same flick motion, but this time it's a bluish kind of white light that comes straight towards you.
No, it's a spell.
That is a
Onyo.
22.
And that hits.
All right. So you are going to take 10 damage, and
Okay.
your speed is reduced by 10.
So I'm normal like everyone else. So
Yes,
no.
congratulations. You're now basic McGee over here. All right, Casey, it's your turn. Is he back? Is he alive?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, he's alive.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
went. My name is Casey. Anyways, yeah. So after I got shot at, I'm gonna have ducked behind those like piles of hay that are right there because I think that's where me and what's his name were, right?
Yeah.
The farmhand. So once I'm back here and they can't see me, I'm going to cast invisibility on myself. And then I'm going to make my way towards the burning barn where the enemies are. Specifically towards the mysterious guy in dark clothing that may or may not be a vampire.
Okay. Anything else, or is that just it? Is that everything?
Well, that's my action and my movement. So yeah, that's all I can do.
Just making
Are
sure.
you going like straight at them, like through like the center of the map?
I'm probably going around like the same kind of route you are towards those hay bales and hooking it around. I'm not taking the long way. I'm just, if I need cover, it's going to be there if I need to take it.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Sounds good.
So then next up is Killer 2.
Let me mark off the spell slot.
I've just been listening to the Manor Battle music that Lucy put in the VC.
Oh, I put on the other one. Got that looped.
I should probably put on fight music. That should probably be the better option. Hold on, let me pull that up real fast. Which one was it, American Venom or Braithwaite? Braithwaite?
I've got American Venom.
Which one fits better, Braithwaite or American Venom?
Probably American Venom.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Boom. Hold on. Boom.
Love Arthur Morgan, as you should.
Everybody loves Arthur. Now, question is, I'm dumb and I don't remember how YouTube on desktop works. How do I have it just repeat?
It should be right click and then loop.
Yep, there it is. Boop, thank you.
Good old John Marston.
Alrighty. You see the one figure quickly pop up. Kingston, you realize that the one figure with like the weird little goat legs has been using a bow this entire time. And you see them as they quickly pop out, knock an arrow, and fire it over towards where Richie is. Bop.
Bop, bop.
It sadly hits one of the hay bales, though. He lets out a... He's very upset by that. He is a very salty boy. But then he ducks back into cover. Next up is going to be Echo.
Can I get to the guy that I cursed?
I'd say you'd have to like move again, and then the next turn you would be able to physically get to him.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
could take dash right now and then use your bonus if you wanted to get like right on him.
I was gonna say,
Probably.
if I dash up there, can I make it? Because I can do that as a bonus action and then still slap the shit out of him.
I'll say sure. I'll say with enough little heart and little gusto, Echo could make it up there. And I'm assuming you're little Minotaur, aren't you?
No, not yet. I've been shot.
That one song has to play. Run. Do, 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 do.
And the fun thing about my class is that I am a swashbuckler, which means if I run up on this man and I hit him, I can take a sneak attack with no action. And I don't need anyone around me. I'm an independent woman, but I don't need no man.
We're proud of you.
Proud of you, champ.
Based.
And I will try and slap him with a short sword.
Alright. Little heat. Little smack.
Ooh, smack! That did not roll well. Ew, 11?
Nope.
Oh no.
You
I'm
slash
in a
at him.
very dangerous position,
You
guys.
slash at him, he very quickly like sees you and does like a little sidestep.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, yikes.
Yikers. Alright, next is Kingston.
Oh. Before that, Lucy or Jasper, would they have been flanked? Because then Lucy would have gotten an advantage. But that's all theater of mind, so I don't know.
No.
Okay, fair. Just thought I'd ask for
Technically, no.
Lucy. Okay. So as I see them like kind of shooting in all directions, it seems like they're like a little panicked from how we're kind of surrounding them on all sides now. Because Echo's like coming straight at them. I'm on the side. Richie's on like the far back. You see that little cart like just to the right of the barn?
Yes.
I'm gonna run up.
The stack
Try
of
to.
wood.
Oh, it's just a stack of wood.
It is a stack of wood.
Damn. I thought it was
Thumbs
like a cart. I thought it was like a cart with like wood on top of it or
Nope,
something.
sorry, champ. It's just a stack of
Yeah.
wood. Big old stack.
Okay.
Of wood.
Lips table.
Lots of wood.
Yeah.
Fluid.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna use my feet charger.
Mhm.
I'm gonna slam through like the support beam on the front right side of the barn. Charge all the way through because I want it to collapse forward onto all of them.
Okay.
You know,
If I
the
die
charger
today-
from you know the charger from Left 4 Dead. I'm just doing that.
Oh man, I'm tempted to cast Shatter on that to help you out. Shatter on the front of the barn so that it falls forwards. But I'm not sure that would deal with these guys. I mean, clearly death doesn't kill them, so
Hey, fire! It's a lot of fire and a lot of wood.
is it a wooden stake
it-
though?
It would at
As-
least knock them prone and have
Yeah,
them
yeah.
be incapacitated.
Possibly.
All right.
Their guns hurt real bad.
What do you want me to roll, Jasper?
I want you to make an athletics check.
Okay. Let's go +4 athletics. Can this be my 20 for the day? I'd appreciate it. It was close. It's wait, that's a crit fail? It looks like a 13 on mine.
That is a 1.
Crit fail. I don't like this online die roller.
It's cursed. Put it in dice jail.
Cursed. Put it in dice jail.
Put your whole computer in dice jail right now.
Throw it in the dumpster. All right. So what happens, Jasper?
As you run, and you're like, I'm gonna do this. It's gonna look cool. It's gonna look great. I'm gonna knock them all over, and we're gonna get some answers. You're thinking real hard. You misjudge it just by a little bit. You are now inside the barn. There's fire all around. We're gonna. I'll do. You know what? Yeah. Boop. 7 points of fire damage.
I say in Minotaur because I took Minotaur as my other language, and I just say in Minotaur, son of a bitch.
All right, so that was King. Now it's.
Murakam.
Now it's the man in black. Having almost gotten slashed by Little Echo.
Also, sorry, Jesper. How much damage did you say I take?
7.
7? Okay, I'm at 21.
He looks down at the little thing, looks around at the situation. Well,
You shot at me.
sorry, little sister. It's just a part of the game.
I'm not your little sister. You think this is some fucking game?
He is going to. He's going to take his rifle and basically just hit you with the butt of it.
Oh, you better fucking kill me.
13 to hit.
You said 13?
To hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
All right.
My AC is exactly 13.
And you know what? I'm just gonna use the dagger damage because I feel like it wouldn't be that bad, but still, you know.
It's a real welcome to the family, boy.
Because I don't want to use the 2d10s. Because I'm not shooting you. I'm just smacking you.
I feel like I'm in like, bitch, I wish the fuck you would.
That was a 4.
Okay.
And in the moment he does that, you get knocked to the ground. Because it's a big guy. He's a big guy. And he just
Am I getting knocked prone?
You are knocked prone.
That's not good.
He double checks the situation, looks to the two others, and he's like, well, boys, I think it's time for me to that on out here. You boys have this. You hear one of them, what? You're leaving? What about the promises? The flames? Ah, the flames in all of our hearts. And he snaps his fingers. And like that,
No!
he's gone.
Shit, and I can't dispel magic that, can I?
Anger!
Oh god, no. Nope.
No.
And like that, the
You would
figure,
have to have like counter spell.
the figure
I'm
in
just
black.
I'm just inside the barn and say, I see plenty of flames here, boys.
You look, and you can really tell now. One of them is, like I said, like a gray skin, black hair, messy, clearly disheveled. The other one's a disheveled kind of satyr, dark colored legs, paler skin. And you hear him. He's like, "Damn it! I knew he shouldn't have trusted this. You led me here." And they're arguing a little bit. And then that leads us up to
Casey, wake up.
It's not
I
good.
I
let's
don't
go.
like
this.
this.
It's
You
killer.
don't like this.
It's killer.
Okay,
1. He still has to go first.
Wait, I'm on mute, am I? Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
because
okay.
Killer 1 got a nat
Okay.
20.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah,
Um,
that's why they've been going first before you.
Okay,
I'm
so
happy.
So
did
he's
he
like-
go?
Not yet.
Okay.
So he's
cool.
like, forget it! And he is going to do.
Apologize, I've been zoning out a little bit. The music's really good.
This music is really good. I'm not zoning out, but it's helping me figure out, like, if I want to be the bad guy or not in this situation.
Always be the bad guy. Always aim to kill.
Go evil.
As he says, forget it! A shot rings out beside him, ricochets off, and in his fit of anger, he pops back up, shoots one of his little blasts over towards the building where the shot had come from. It hits square into the window. Like, you see the flash, like, come out of the window, followed by just a bunch of smoke in that house. There's nobody in that window right now.
Great.
All right, now Casey, it's your
How-
turn.
Okay, can I get there, like, just by my movement? Can I get to that guy? Because I've already
Yeah.
ran 30 feet. Okay,
Yeah, I'd say
cool.
you'd be able to.
Alright, cool. I am going to, I guess, uninvisibility and then roll to attack this guy with my, what's it called? Bowie knife.
Mhm.
And I am also going to use my action. Yes, so it's I think I'm going to use defensive flourish. So when you take the attack action during your turn, your walking speed increases by 10 feet. At the end of the turn, if a weapon attack hits, you can expend one of your bardic inspirations to deal extra damage equal to the number you roll on the die. So I am going to try and stab this satyr.
Stab!
You're stabbing
I
the satyr.
don't stab.
No!
Wait, what'd you roll?
A 4 plus, what would that be? Because my dex is +2. I didn't actually add that weapon in there, so it's +2, +3, so that's +5, so that's 9 in total. No, it's not gonna
No,
hit.
he jumps back, and you see him just toss the bow to the side. You see him quickly grab from his back a sickle, and he's like, "You." He's mad. He's mad.
Uh-oh.
He's baring teeth. He's mad. Ooh, and
Oh, he's
speaking
mad.
of the satyr, he's gonna slash at you with the sickle. He's gonna
Uh-oh.
slash at you. It's an 8. He also misses.
Yep.
You jump back out of the way. This is like one of those classic like knife fight scenes in a
Yeah,
western,
yeah.
where it's like you both are like jumping back, like stop it.
Yeah. It's just hopping
He-
side to side.
Do look at him though. He is very mad. He is
That- You can definitely tell Casey's quick on his feet too.
pissed.
No, not particularly like a good fighter, but you know he's at least
Yeah,
quick on his
yeah.
feet.
And so that leads us to Echo, who is on the floor after getting butt stocked.
I will
essentially.
use half my movement to stand up.
Oh my God, you stand.
And
Rise
I'm
up.
also angry.
Oh boy.
You know that satyr that just tried to swat at Casey?
Mhm.
How would you like 2 Eldritch Blasts?
I
Get
have
his
a,
ass.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, roll to see if you hit. I also like the flavor because like Eldritch Blast has like 2 or 3 set colors. Nah, buddy, what color do you want your Eldritch Blast to look like?
I'm thinking like a bluish purple white,
I get it. I see it. I see it.
and that's a 16 and a 24.
All right, the 24 definitely hits. Roll damage.
And that is 5 damage.
So you quickly, like all of the spell users of the West, sling it off real fast in your own little special flourish. And
I'm pointing my finger like a gun.
you're like that little anime
Bang.
gif where you're like, bang!
Bang! I just got punched in the face with the butt of a gun, and like the guy that I was fighting ran away. So I'm holding it a lot.
It goes off, it hits him in the back. Ah! And he looks back at you. He's like, I'm
Why
gonna
don't you
gut
pick up
you.
someone your own size?
I'm gonna gut
I
you.
mean, technically, you're
son.
picking on him.
Well, I am.
Well,
his
no,
size.
he's picking on me, which is his own size. So.
Alright, that was Echo. Now it's King. King, you are in a burning barn right now.
Yeah.
Like,
Are there still 2 enemies outside, or is it just the one?
They
now?
are both still outside.
Okay. Casey's fighting one, and what about the other one?
The other
That
one is just blasted the Z building.
Okay.
Blasted one of the
Uh,
windows.
I go to the front door of the barns, and I do knock, 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 and then I bust it down, pull out my blunderbuss, and I fire at that one.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Do you need me to roll anything to open or like to get through the barn door?
Nah, just roll to
Or
see
is
if you hit.
Just roll to see if I hit. Okay. I'm telling you, this dice gonna be cursed. Watch. I already see it on 8. It's going so slow. That's no, not the 2. No. I get a 5.
You have your personal dice with you, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, use that next round. You do the knock,
Okay.
knock, and as soon as you hit the bam, you're ready. You pull the trigger, because you know he's right there. You know he's right there in that last spot he was, and you pull the trigger. Yeah, you aimed a little too high up. He was actually crouched down. So, it missed.
Okay.
Surprisingly, a blunderbuss missed. Sorry, a
15
Western
feet.
shotgun missed.
Yeah.
So,
They should really.
maybe you should
what is
use
it called?
a spread shot instead of a buckshot.
I don't think that was the problem, Jasper. I think it has something to do with the dice.
That's why I said use your personal dice next round.
Yeah, I got them right here.
All right, so he is out of the initiative because he skedaddled on out of here. So now we're back up to the next killer. Killer 1. The blast happens. He's like, what the fuck? He's going to look at you because, hey, you just tried to blow his head off, essentially. Let me read this so I can flavor text it.
You know what the worst part is? I have to, if I want to use my blunderbuss again, I have to take an action to reload it.
Yeah, well,
Actually, no, I rolled a 2, so it actually misfires and it's jammed.
Oh my god.
I have to take an action to try and repair it.
welcome to guns,
Alright.
boys and girls.
I've got mending.
So then, as you do that, he quickly turns his head up to you, snaps his fingers towards you, and instead of that familiar orange blast, you see a green kind of mist quickly shoot at you. And it shoots towards you, I should say. I have to roll to hit you. 15 exactly. And you have a 15 AC, right?
No, he has a 16 AC. What are you talking about?
I have a 15 AC.
You have a 15 AC.
Shush.
Meets it, beats it.
I play fair.
No, I know. I just...
All right, so you get hit by this green mist kind of deal, and you feel very sick, very quickly. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
You take 16 damage.
I'm at 5.
Yeah, they're mad. They're not playing around anymore.
All right.
All right, so the next up is Casey.
I'm
Sweet.
not being very good as a dodge tank.
That's fine.
Okay. Hey, would you rather healing now or healing later?
Later.
Cool. Okay, I am going to try and attack the same guy I attacked last time.
The satyr, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the defensive flourish again.
Okay.
So let's see what we get. No whammies, no whammies. A 3! Okay, no, not again. But I'm also going to move over to be next to Casey. Or not Casey, I'm Casey, Kingston.
Okay. So now you guys are back to back kind of deal, you know?
Yeah,
Fixing
I'm
up
backing
these
him
two
up.
bad guys, and then Echo's probably actually right there near you guys too. The gang's all here.
We're back to back, but I'm doing the thing where I'm coughing and I'm gagging a bit because I feel very sick.
So
If
as
it
you
makes
guys,
you feel better.
you are also hurting.
No, I was gonna say you and your blunderbuss are kind of I don't like people. People disappoint me. I don't like guns. Guns disappoint me.
As you guys are going through this fight, you start to, the flames are growing on the barn. This barn is very quickly becoming not salvageable as this all starts to continue. And as fires do, they get a little out of hand, and sometimes the flames just jump. A flame jumps, and you see it land on the satyr's tuft on his leg. Cheeky ass. And he quickly, he yelps in pain. He quickly tries to pat it out, but you see that the fur is singed, but what little bit of skin it did touch is starting to turn ash black.
Ooh.
And starts to drift away a little bit, a little passion, but not like.
Hey,
skin
you know,
action.
vampires burn really easily.
So he gives out a small hiss. And then next up, that was Casey. So next is our good old. Speaking of the satyr, hey, he's back. It's his turn. He pats out his leg, and he is going to basically bull rush you and try to ram you with his satyr horns. They're like curled like sheep horns.
I can't
So he's gonna like try to like
believe
bash into you, Casey, to try to knock you prone. Hip up up. 8. He also misses. And I'm gonna just do a little cheeky boop. As he runs towards you to like knock you over, to try to like get advantage of the situation, you do sidestep out of the way real fast. And he does do a little stumble, but he catches himself. And he's still like sort of like right in front of you, but he's a little bit closer to the barn. That makes sense?
Yes.
Casey?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure everyone. Echo, you got it?
E.
Okay. I'm not being rude, I just want to make sure that everyone... Because I'm worried at times that like my internet just kills itself.
No, it's fine.
Because
I
for
was
some reason
trying
it's
to
done
read
that.
my stuff, trying
Gotcha.
to figure out why my weapons weren't in there, and I fixed that. But I swear to God, I had dueling and not
okay.
weapon fighting.
We said vampires burn easy, right?
Yep, yeah, they do.
Is that how you killed your lover? Or your attempted lover?
Hey, what can I say? Prestidigitation, it can start a flame. And now whether that is connected to anything, did I burn?
I'm not perjuring
my-
myself. No.
I thought she died because of the flames of love.
Yeah.
Everyone's
that-
in love.
Speaking of love, Echo, you're next.
When's the wedding?
Despite a burning desire.
Echo, you got the satyr near the barn, and you've got the other guy still kind of near the cart.
Can I get him in a 15-foot cone without getting anyone else?
I would have to say no. You're gonna hit.
I can take it.
Depending
I'll
on like where you, even if you try to get a good angle, you're still gonna hit somebody. They're like perfectly like opposite of each other with the group in the middle.
Alright, fine. I guess he's getting Eldritch Blast today.
Who is?
Actually, you know what? No. Can I walk up to him? Can I make it there?
I mean, yeah, he's like right there. Yeah, it's real easy.
Okay, cool. I'm mad. I'm gonna go try and hit him with my short sword again and pray.
You got this. I believe in you.
That's a 9.
That is a 9.
I'm putting these dice in jail.
He takes a little jump back again. He saw it coming. He dodged and he growls at you. All right, next is Kingston.
Man, you're doing a lot of growling for a dog about to die.
He's a ho 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 ho. I thought you were trying to be like a dog, and I was like, he's a satyr. But then I'm like, oh, you're trying to be funny. Oh.
Oh,
I was trying to be intimidating, but you know.
But, you know.
All right, Kingston, what you got?
It's my turn?
Yeah.
avenge us.
Okay.
You said it like you're dead.
So there's the one that's like right in front of me, the one that I tried shooting.
Yes.
That was crouched down. Does he have anything in his hands right now?
Just his fancy doodad magic.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I have my blunderbuss. I'm not dropping it. I'm actually tossing it at him, and as either he's gonna try to swat it or grab it, I'm gonna do flurry of blows and unarmed strike.
Yes.
It's like for distraction.
That's kind of clever.
In his quick second of thinking, he's gonna try to like roll like out of the blunderbuss.
He's gonna roll to get out of the way of the blunderbuss.
And the roll is like okay, but he still gets hit by the blunderbuss. So you still will be able to get to hit him.
Okay. So I'll roll for unarmed strike first, and then I'll spend a key point for flurry of blows.
Okay.
So first, let's roll the hit. I'm not gonna roll on D&D Beyond. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
roll my D20.
roll your personal dice, please. They've been cursing you the entire time.
That is an 11 plus 6, so 17.
That does hit.
Sick. So let's roll for damage. It's a 1d6 plus 3. So where's my d6? There it is. That's a 2 plus 3, so he takes 5. And then flurry of blows. So how many attacks I get with flurry of blows? I forget. Let me see.
A number.
It's 1 or 2, but I always forget.
It's been a long time since I've looked at a bard. You take a turn. You spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
Okay, so it's 2. So it's 2. Okay. So after the attack, yeah, it says after I take the attack, so 2 more. So let's roll 2 more attacks. 16 plus 6. That's 22. So that one hits, and then let's just roll the other one right now. 15 plus 6, 21. So those both hit. 3 plus 3, that's 6 damage, and then for the second hit, 5. So it's 11 plus. Did you already get the first damage?
What was the first damage again?
It was 5, I believe.
So
I think I rolled the
16?
2 the first time. Yeah, so 16.
All right. So you basically got him pinned to the ground, and you're pummeling him.
I'd like to think as he's doing the roll, I punt him in the side of the head because his head is like near the ground at that point.
And
I'm
then
trying to roll out of the way.
you start pummeling him.
Yeah, I just full mount him and just wow.
All right, that works out really well, because as you're doing this, he's real fucking rough. You're doing a number on him, and as you like hold him there for a minute, you're getting ready to do another punch. He looks at you, he coughs in your face, blood onto your face, and he whispers, "How'd you like to meet the flames?" And he flicks his finger.
Look into his mouth. Does he have fangs?
No. He flicks his fingers and he points right down at the ground between you two. And you see that familiar orange light. I need you to make an acrobatic check.
And acrobatics, all right. So
Me too?
let's roll
No,
a D20.
just
Okay.
It's right below him, so he's
Yeah, I thought you said
basically
when you-
trying to take us both out.
When you said you two, I was like, oh yeah, me and Kingston are right next.
So that's a 4 plus 6, so it's a 10.
You try to get out of the way, but his other hand quickly grabs the scruff of your shirt and pulls you closer.
As he pulls me in, if he's doing this, I'm just gonna at least make it cool. As he's pulling me in, I just go in and like butt heads with him.
I was
It's like, do your worst.
Right as the
I
blast
would've kissed
hits,
Coro's gonna die.
the explosion, you see the light flash, the orange beam hit the ground, and then a bright orange and red flash around them. That was 5 points of damage.
That exactly takes me down. I'm unconscious.
It kills him, because as you see the explosion hit, it goes away, and you see like his skin is on fire, and like the satyr, it's turning to ash very quickly and drifting away, and he has like the smug grin on his face before he just fully disappears into ash, up into the wind. And in the wind, in the ash, you see a small sliver of light just zip up. Kind of like smoke, like straight smoke.
Oh, dumbass, I'm just incapacitated.
He tried, man. He was going out his own way. That is
I mean, it was a pretty cool moment.
that is one man dead. Now you have the satyr left and Kingston on the ground, just knocked out.
Yeah.
Next up, Cassie, you're good.
Cool. I'm going to healing word this man with my bonus action.
Cassie? What the fuck? I realized I said Cassie and I'm like, wait a minute, hold on.
I knew who you meant. So healing word, that's gonna be check my bonus to that is. So that's gonna be you heal 5 health. And let me mark up that spell slot. and then I'm going to use my main attack to take the piece of wood that I had chucked off earlier, my holy wooden stake, and I'm gonna sling it at the satyr.
I love how you call it holy wooden stake when it's not really that holy. It's just wood.
Well, it's from a church. And there's been enough singing and shit in there that I would consider that has been affected by the Lord.
All right,
so
go ahead and roll to see if you hit.
Okay. No whammies.
No
This is
whammies.
holy shot.
No
Okay.
whammies.
So I rolled a 10. That's +2 with dexterity, so that's 12. Would I add anything else to that? I mean, I may have killed a vampire before.
Have you done time for your crime?
Huh? No, I said I may have.
Would you have theoretically done your time?
No.
I'd say it'd be like using a dagger, so I would say that you would add your proficiency on there too.
Cool, so that'd be 14.
It
wait, no,
still
15.
misses. Oh, you said 15.
Yeah, 15.
It
'cause,
does hit
proficiency is
him.
+3, yeah.
Roll the same damage your dagger would, because it's essentially just
Cool.
a dagger made out of wood.
Well, it is a holy dagger, but like,
Well, it's a piece of wood.
okay, so that'll be
A
5.
D4.
Because +2,
5
so
plus 2.
D4 +2.
All right. So you see, it hits him. Hits him right where you want. He grunts. And he looks at you.
Yeah, how's that feel? Yeah, how's that one feel? Vampire.
He looks at you. And then it's his turn. So in that moment of him looking at you, he's going to quickly slash his sickle at you.
Okay.
Die, monster. You don't belong in this world.
Vampire. Definitely a vampire.
I was quoting Castlevania.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Then yeah, that's accurate.
18.
Yeah, just barely.
Okay. Just barely?
Just barely.
Alright. How does 2 damage sound?
Just barely. I don't mind.
So he, like, in that moment quickly slashes at you. He gets your arm. And he's mad. It's not doing anything to him, but he's mad.
Yeah, well, it definitely. I mean, okay. I look over at Kingston. I go, that should have got him.
King's in your. In one moment, you see a very bright flash. You see the woman that you had been smitten with. And, you know, like your life flashing before your eyes. You see her. It all goes dark for a second. And then you open your eyes with a big breath of air.
And I like, because the way that I imagine that I save him is I I imagine my my bardic inspiration or my healing word. Healing word would probably be like I'd strum my guitar and then snap, and then like you go, and I go, that should have got him.
And then next is Echo.
E.
Here, bully this satyr. Bully this man.
The satyr? Yeah.
Because he's the only one
bullied.
left. One disappeared, the other one evaporated in the ash.
I guess the satyr's taken 2 Eldritch Blasts.
2? Shit.
2.
Alright.
That's a 22 to hit
That hits.
and an 18 to hit.
That hits. Roll your total damage.
It's a 4 and a 4 for 8.
Alright. You hit him with a little double blast. And it's like those Western movies where it's like the bad guy gets shot, and then he gets shot again, and he's like reacting to the shots. And you see those spots where you hit him. Your Eldritch Blast is a little tiny. You know, you're a little tiny guy. Your Eldritch Blast is a little tiny. But where the small explosions do hit, you see his skin turn to ash, and then fade away, and then you see like muscle of like where he was hurt, but the skin layer had like disintegrated into ash. He's still standing, but ooh, does he look rough. Ooh, does it not look good. And he's right there near the barn too.
I think we should ask. Wait. Detain.
Speaking of detain, Kingston, it's your turn. You're on the ground. You just breathed in your first breath of life again. Look, congratulations, you're alive.
Okay. Alright. Well, there's only Is the satyr still alive?
Yes,
after
he
that?
is still
Wow.
holding on.
Holy shit. I'm gonna hold him down. I'm just gonna come up from behind, grapple him, hold him so that way,
would-
Casey can get the final stake
You
in.
would have to come in from the front because he is like back towards the barn.
Okay. So I'll just come up. I'll just come up to basically try to run up and bear hug and put him upwards skyward.
Gotcha. Go ahead.
That would
roll
be
athletics.
Come on. 17 plus 4, 21.
You do it. You quickly heft him up,
Mhm.
and he's like trying to fight back, but he's tired. Everyone here is
Yeah.
probably very tired. 'Cause
Yeah.
This fight, this has been a long fight.
Okay. All right. I've set it up for you, Casey. Do something cool.
So
Cool,
then
okay,
Next
so-
is indeed
Oh, yeah.
Casey.
Okay, so I'm gonna grab my stake. I'm gonna, cause it definitely like slashed his arm, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab it off the ground, and I'm gonna say, "Eat this, vampire!" And I'm gonna take it, and because he's like holding him back, kind of imagine like holding it back. I'm gonna like take the stake and like stab it into his chest, then take my boot and just jam it in.
Oh my god!
All right.
Roll
Okay,
for how
roll
much
the hit.
damage you do. No, don't
Oh,
even roll the
damage?
hit. I mean, it's
Sweet.
he's being held. You got this. Just roll for
All
the
right.
damage.
What die am I using? Still the D4.
Yeah, still the D4.
It is holy. I'm just clarifying.
That's a piece of wood that you
That's a
carved
5.
from a
5
pew.
damage.
You do that.
Holy wood.
He coughs. He's, oh god. He coughs up blood. He looks at you. He does a grin. You think I'm a vampire?
I don't care. Okay, to be honest, maybe I care a little bit, but like, I want you dead either way.
You're a fucking idiot, buddy.
Says you.
And it is his turn.
Just the way you laugh.
That was a
fucking
very
tells
good
me.
Alright.
He will have to make a strength saving throw. Yeah, to get out of the grapple.
He's going to do just that.
It'll be against mine because it's contested. Oof. I only have a 7.
He got a 19.
Okay, he breaks
So
out.
as he breaks his way out, he says the words, "Don't mess with flames." And he jumps back real fast into the barn, into the flames.
Mhm.
Full back into flames. He immediately catches fire. And then like the other one, is quick ash with a quick little white smoke going up.
I attempt that smoke. I attempt to catch it with my jar.
It does not work.
Damn.
I no.
And so, with that, the fight is over.
I look over at Echo and go, okay, but the other one is definitely a vampire. Like yeah. And
You're very much
got
like
he's got
leaning
this like
into this.
smug. He's got this like smug, but also like he knows he's wrong. Look on his face, like. But I at least want you to know that I think I'm right.
I don't know if we won that, guys. And as I say that, I want the barn behind us to just collapse finally.
It does. As soon as you say that, like a good old cartoon fashion, it just falls in on itself. You guys are just right out of the range of like any wood or fire or something, but it just falls down. You see Reggie and the older gentleman. I say Reggie, Richie, and the other gentleman quickly run up behind you guys. The older gentleman's like, "God damn it!"
You know what? You're not wrong. I don't think we won that because I have a score to settle with a very particular. I don't know who that was, but I'm mad.
With your very
Barnes.
specific set of skills, yeah.
With my very specific set of skills.
They run up. Barns burned down. Lost Mitch. God. He's molding. He's very angry. Who are they? Who are they?
Okay,
And then-
I know at least 2 of them were not vampires.
Richie. He's like, Well, sir, I think they were the
Lame.
I think they were the hands we hired a month ago. The same ones that got in that altercation with Miss Dawes, boy, and I don't know, sir. The bigger man, which now you can kind of tell is Mr. McClellan. He, graying hair, a little bit of a bigger guy, but not bigger as in like too many beers. Bigger as in lifting too many cows, like little cattles. He's a big guy. He's mad. His whole face is red. He's angry. He's not gonna say a word to you guys, and he's just gonna storm off, muttering to himself.
Did we, Jasper? Could any of us see like what direction like those little flits of smoke after they perished went?
Straight
like
up.
which direction?
Just
straight up.
Just straight up.
Ah.
No way, then. Tell you that.
So then Richie just shakes his head, pops his hat off. Well, I don't know what would have happened if you guys hadn't to come along, though. As far
You'd
as
probably all be dead.
like me.
Hey, no
as
need
far
to
as
be.
as far as we're concerned, we got a lot of work to do here. I know Miss Dawes hired you. The whole freaking town knows at this point. I'd say go talk to Miss Dawes. Tell her what you found. That's all I can think of, and he just puts his hat back on and he starts walking away. He's trying to think of the whole situation.
Before he turns around, I'm gonna say, if you need any help here, I'll stay and help you guys with putting out the fires and rebuilding what I can. No sense in letting you guys suffer for what happened.
Appreciate it. Come back tomorrow. We'll see what we can do. Everyone here needs a rest. Some of the other boys who are hiding can put out the flames.
It's like a plan, Chief.
And so you all start to make your way back to Mrs. Dawes. You see like the town is slowly like up on the top of the small hill, like, hey, what the hell's going on over here? You know, small town business like they normally do. Being real nosy.
I'm tempted to sing the story of what just happened, like Casey would, but I feel like that he would need at least a little time to do some songwriting before he heads to the bar and
I get it. So
gives out the information.
Yeah.
That's definitely what he would do, though.
So you guys head back. You head back to the nice house. Mrs. Dawes is standing there looking out the window at the smoke. Well, what happened over by the ranch?
Well, I think we took care of whoever got your boys, or your boy. They seem to be less than human.
How so?
Well, I hope they're dead now, but clearly they didn't stay that way last time. They seem to have some sort of flame-like abilities, and they're definitely connected to something deeper. Whatever happened to your boy, I'm gonna figure out what's going on here, cause something, right?
You see her, she's thinking about it a little bit. She walks over to like one of the bookshelves. She's looking over them. She's clearly onto something. You can tell when a woman like her is very much like onto the trail of something. And she pulls down a book. She flips through some pages real fast, flips back, flips through some more. And then she mutters to herself, Flame of the West. Could it? No. No, she closes it back up. She puts it up. Well, anyway, you at least did that. Any sign of my son?
Not yet, but I'm keeping my eye open. I'm worried that that he may not have made it, but he's certainly got some connection here. Me and my new companion, or my new compatriots, will see this to an end.
Well,
You can count on me.
always. For the meantime, though, I think that you all should at least stay in town for a while, and as we try to figure all this out. If you're all fine with it, that is. And she looks over at the group.
I have no mind.
Echo, Kingston.
I'm down.
Yeah, I'm just hurting right now.
I'm just gonna pat Kingston.
I'm in pain.
She gave that a soft
Oh,
sigh.
I should say that once we get to somewhere, I will cast some healing spells on you to get you rejuvenated.
Yeah, I was like, okay, let's go. And I take my first step and I go, I wait.
I'll call for the doctor and he'll be over to patch up any other wounds.
Don't worry, take a seat. I'll sing us a tune. And I'll go ahead and cast those spells on you. So I'm going to cast Cure Wounds as a 3rd level because I have a slot left. So that's gonna be 6 and an 8 and 7. So mental math powers. That's a 21 plus 3. So that's 24 health.
Okay.
How are you guys looking?
I'm at 16 out of 23. I'm not bad. I can probably cast Cure Wounds on myself for the 1st level.
By the way, how much
And
healing did I get
4.
before? I forget.
It was
Like,
5.
5. So I'm at 20,
To get you back up, yeah.
So I'm at 29 right now. Just wanted to be sure.
Out of
Yeah, I'm at 20
38.
after I cast that Cure Wounds on myself.
Echo?
You can eat off?
Echo?
I'm at like 21 of 38.
Yeah, I'll give you some Cure Wounds at a 2nd level. That's gonna be a 2 and a 1, and plus 3, so 6. 6, you heal 6.
Damn, you guys have spell slots? That's crazy.
Damn, you guys are only playing one character? That's crazy. Either way, she still, calls for the doctor. The doctor comes in, does a little bit of healing magic, maybe even a little bandaging. And you guys are pretty much patched up by that point.
Sweet.
She shows you to separate little rooms, little guest rooms meant for like one person each in her house. And I think as the sun goes down over the great plateaus of Abernathy County, I think that's where we could call it for today.
Awesome. That was a lot of fun.
Hey,
Yeah, that was good.
I am glad that we all had fun.
Oh, yeah.
I was really
definitely-
contemplating, do I be the bad guy and injure Echo more, but Echo's sweet baby?
I would totally be down to see about following the session up sometime with either a 2nd or a 3rd.
Yeah,
Finish out our storyline.
I didn't get to ask around for my lost love.
Soon, my boy, soon. Soon all will be revealed and more. Later on, we gotta find another day, though. That's the hard part of it all.
Yeah. No, I'm down. I'm down now.
Sweet.
Yeah, me too.
As long as all of us are down, then hey, it's fine. We're all good then. Now I gotta figure out who we're gonna heckin' raid. Thank you for stopping by and all watching. I appreciate. Let me shoot through these real fast. Belfie, Gin and Tonic, and Luna Solstice. Welcome to the ranch. Happy to have you. Please don't break anything. The ranch handed the cattle order to break everything as it is. Thank you for the follows. And Belfie, thank you for the raid earlier. I very much appreciate it. Don't know if you're still here, but I still appreciate it. Finger guns. I think I know who we're gonna raid.
Also, shout out to Sheriff for tipping the cow.
Yeah!
Were you the only one that tipped the cow?
Yeah.
I know. At one point, everyone
Of the
was
three.
trying.
Of the 3 of us, yes, we all tried. And I was
Well,
the
here's
one
the
that
thing.
got it.
Luna
are the
tried it.
odds?
Oh wait, Luna
Yeah.
tipped first, I think. Damn.
What are the odds? Is it 50-50 or?
Yeah, it's 50-50. It's straight 50-50.
Okay.
There you go.
Finally, we knew you had it.
Car, you got this. I believe in you.
I don't believe in me.
Come on, Car, you got this. Do it. Tip the cow. Damn.
Doesn't.
Good.
Shame.
But. All right, before I hit enter and we start the raid counter, does anyone have any announcements? Anything that they're planning? Anything at all? Any help?
I just released a video, a Titanfall 2 video. It's like 4 minutes long. It's like stream highlights. It's really cool.
It's pretty good.
I had a lot of fun I had a lot of fun making it, and the editing, honestly, I'm really happy with how it turned out.
You did good. It looked really good.
Oh,
Lucy?
well.
Kara?
Go ahead, Lucy.
Here, I'll link that in chat, not to be.
Oh, I don't have any announcements. I might play Persona 5 after this.
Hey, you know, Persona 5,
Yeah.
pretty fun game, pretty wacky.
I
Never
have-
played it.
I have no plans. I usually just go by Gorilla lately, so
Fair.
we'll see what I'm up to this weekend, if anything.
I feel that I've been trying to slap more streams in because.
Also, you know what? Fuck you. I did tip the cow
Let's go.
And,
as I sub.
And Jasper, you're cool with me linking that? in
Oh
chat?
yeah, go ahead. It's,
Cool, just make it sure.
Thank you, Kara, for the sub. Welcome back to the ranch. Get to work, please. As far as I go, I'm probably gonna take tomorrow as a regular kind of day. Why'd you roll a hit? Lucy, are you still bloodthirsty?
No, wait,
Always,
I didn't roll a
always.
hit.
You rolled the hit with the short. It popped up that you rolled the hit with the short sword.
Did it?
Yes.
It did.
I haven't touched D&D Beyond in a hot second.
That's-
why I'm.
That's
Ooh,
wacky.
it's honky.
Okay.
It was the vampire!
Oh no! I don't plan on streaming tomorrow just because I need to work on stuff, like especially the drunk stream, and I need to get this downloaded and posted because this is going on my YouTube.
Awesome.
I'm trying to think of anything else.
Are we getting a long rest? Question mark.
Yes, very much so.
Oh,
Okay, so we'll have max everything for next time.
Yes,
Sick.
the good old sleepies. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hit enter, and then we'll have to wait a few seconds for the raid to actually calculate. Make sure I put it in right. Let's go. We're gonna raid Lethal Lucidity. I love Lucidity. She's great. She's top tier. She's a real good friend.
Yeah.
Another Lucy that I know.
Honestly, every Lucy's a great Lucy.
Every Lucy so far I've met has been a really good Lucy. We're gonna go give her a little bit of love. I do appreciate everyone stopping by. Again, thank you, Kara, Lucy, Sheriff, for accepting this little invite and joining me.
No, I'm so glad I was able to play.
That's fun.
It's a fun time, and I hope that we can play this again for next month.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, thank you everyone for stopping in and watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I very, very, very much hope that we can do this again. With schedules permitting and all that stuff. I know it's a little difficult with some schedules like
Me
mine.
too. And now you've got me all inspired to run the cowboy campaign or the westerns themed campaign that I had come up with a while ago.
Do it. Do it.
Where, okay, and the name of my town, Red Brass. I think that's a good one.
Name drop.
It should
go.
be. You should make it the opposite. Make it light intersection.
Light
Light intersection. Lord. We're gonna
oh yeah.
hop
What's
on.
the raid?
What?
What's the raid message?
Oh shit! I don't do raid messaging. I never have
Respect
enough
them
people to
pronouns.
do raid messages. Respect them pronouns. Sure. That sounds. Here we go. Oh, it's already started. There we go.
I got it.
I always just do wiggles when the raid hits. Because I'm usually the only one to actually stick around for a little bit.
I'm there sometimes.
Yeah, the tally was really cool.
I know, but still.